All right.
Hello, it's my friend.
What's up, person? How you feeling?
I'm doing great. I was here the other day. I requested the live. It took so long. I was like, I was about to go to bed anyway, so I probably shouldn't be in the box.
Your boo ain't here yet. You in her box too?
Why is she my boo? That's my friend. That's not my boo. Do not
That your
confuse those.
friend.
My friend. Yeah, that's my friend. That's not my boo.
You're not about to do that. I hope you don't do the girly thing today. I'm a
What's the girl?
girl.
What's the girly thing?
Little I'm a girl thing. You keep
I'm
it.
just a girl. I am
Yeah.
just a girl.
That.
I am just a girl though. Like all matter is proven differently. I am just a girl. I mean, I think that's what trips like most people out is that the fact that I am spoiled. I do make a lot of money. I do like live my life and all this, but at the same time, I'm a submissive woman, and they're like, "Whoa, those don't exist in each other." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like, I was raised by two different wonderful men. One more wonderful than the other, but it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, I have a stepdad and I have a dad, and they were both involved in my life. My mom made sure of that. Like, she never downplayed one for the other. I understand that's a rare thing, right? But I don't know, like, I don't know, get you a mom like mine, I guess.
Oh wow, that's deep.
It didn't know because I do feel like when women that are mothers downplay the father, you build up resentment in your child for their father. And I just don't I don't like it. Like even if he is the worst CRAP on the world, like you don't put that in your child's head. Like you let them figure it out, or maybe he'll come around in time, or but you don't want to do like biased things because it's not to the betterment of your child. And once you decide to be a parent, like that's not their responsibility. Your relationship with whoever you procreated with is not their relationship.
Yeah.
Oh, I know Warlock. I was in Shanaea's live. Warlock was so over it. Warlock was like,
Oh, y'all linked up again.
Warlock looks like he wanted to kick everybody. Don't kick me, Warlock. I wasn't even in that conversation. I just said you look like you was over it. And you said, I am. I
Oh
said,
no,
okay.
no, that wasn't towards that. The fucking wasn't towards you. The fucking was like I said I wasn't going through this shit again tonight. Kev know what the hell I'm talking about. That
Okay.
that that shit overnight, and I know you ain't
Oh
even
yeah, I
started on the
forgot that
topic,
was yeah, it was
but
funny.
that shit, yo,
I told y'all.
I swear to G Bonelli, yo, this Kev. Yeah, I said I was gonna go through it. The hell with it.
The heck with
Hey
it.
Kev, I don't know if you heard me, but before I even said it, what did I say? People are gonna get this shit twisted. Did I not say that?
True, true.
And they got it twisted as shit.
But people can only speak from a place of personal perspective a lot of times, so you can always see like where people are traumatized.
A person, check this out, man.
Yeah.
I say when I usually speak, right? Sometimes when I speak to find out if a person really wants to know or they just want to fucking judge you. Right? All it requires is for people to ask a follow-up question to get the knowledge that they're getting ready to speak on. But no, these motherfuckers just wanted to judge a motherfucker. Right? All they had to do was ask one follow-up question. They would have got all the answers they needed.
Yeah.
But they chose not to. And the funny thing that fucked me up, Kev, was, oh God, I can't remember. I knew I had it in my head. One of the dudes on there had said something previous in reference to finding out things. Oh no, that they didn't judge people. And that was the first thing he fucking did. Oh no, that was some selfish shit to buy somebody something. You knew they didn't, you don't even know why. That's why when I read this shit, yo, and honestly, I don't even have my glasses on, Kev. All I could see is love language. I can't read the rest of that shit. And I was like, man, I ain't doing this shit with Hit Kev tonight. That love language shit is some fuckery.
That's I gotta see you talk about it too, boy. I tell you. And my baby down there. And you know what time it is, person. I'm sorry I gotta do this to you, but hey, you gotta request back up. I told you it was in my baby spot.
Yeah, that's some real fuckery, yo. I don't mean no harm. Because, like we were saying the other day,
Hey,
y'all ain't gonna do that. Y'all ain't gonna do that. Nope.
It's only been like 5 minutes, but I missed
Man, that was a long 5 minutes, man.
Look, both of y'all gonna stop this shit. I don't give a damn who y'all are. Y'all not gonna come up here and cut me the fuck off.
I cannot call you Bessie no more. You ain't even messaged me since last week. It's been about a week ago.
Hey, let me take a how. Let me check my message, Bessie. I don't be on TikTok like that. I
didn't message you. I just knew like we ain't messaged together since I got all discombobulated.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Unchained. She be supporting every last one of my boys.
Hey, Unchained. Let me make sure I follow her.
Yeah, she cool. She cool, man.
Hold on, is that my girl Tina?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all make sure
What's
y'all
up, baby girl?
Make sure you tap.
Oh, did somebody cut off my boo in the middle?
Who?
I don't know. Well, you know I ain't got no more.
No, I turned my mic off. I turned my babies. I turned my mic off to tap.
Yes, cute.
Because you're doing a mob break.
Anyway, like I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted.
It is diabolical. Do not disrespect their relationship like that.
As I said, that love language shit is some bullshit. Because, and see, here's the thing. Can I finish?
Yes, I don't know. I'm sorry. I apologize.
So here's the thing. How did you find out if, all right, say, shit, I'm gonna use this shit. If person was with me, right?
Wait, what?
If person was with me.
When you another person?
How? Hold on, just chill, just listen.
Okay.
And she said, this is my love language, right? Blah, 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 whatever the fuck. Because somebody said something about reading some book and taking some fucking test. Fuck that. I had a plan. No. How does she know what her love language is?
Can I respond now? Is that okay?
You can respond, but I wasn't done. I was just going somewhere with it. Go ahead.
No, if you're not finished, I don't want to interrupt.
Okay. So, all right. So here we go. How does she know what her love language is unless she didn't find out from somebody else? That's my question. So you want to take somebody that says their love language is from what they learned from somebody else instead of letting Ooh, excuse me.
Oh my god.
Boy, I tell you, them cheesesteak
Love
subs is a
language is
motherfucker, boy.
right.
Anyway,
His love language, food, and
do,
throwing.
do you know? Hold on, I ain't even talking to y'all women right now. I'm talking to Kev right now. Do you get where I'm going, Kev?
Yeah, yeah. I get you. You
So y'all
basically
expect us to do something that you found out what it was from somebody else.
just found a book and like, oh, that
That
resonates with
goes to what I was
me.
saying last night
So,
about
Moni,
the shit that I did with the goddamn gold chain with my daggone wife. Everybody wanted to fucking judge me because she didn't like gold. She didn't like gold, but nobody asked me why I got the gold necklace and why she appreciated it the way that she did, not knowing that basically I bought her all the fucking silver that she had any fucking way. So they assumed that I wasn't paying attention to her either. That's why when it came to saying, let someone love them the way that they love you, I never said anything about not loving her the way that the things that she wanted. Never said that. But everybody else assumed that I meant that. I said before, people are going to get this fucking shit twisted. And what the fuck did they do? And I'm going to land on that shit because I'm starting to get irritated about that shit again.
it's just the
Can I tell
beginning.
you something?
Can one of my mods let this red box? I don't know who in that red.
Can I tell you something, Warlock?
But
Yes, ma'am.
before y'all do, hey, go ahead and share out the live for real. Especially you guys, people that's in the box, you guys have a responsibility, okay? Go ahead and share that live. Make sure you're tapping. Make sure you're encouraging other people to share. What else are we supposed to be doing? I think that's it. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. But if you in the box, like make sure you are like doing your job.
Facts.
Wait, I have
Tap
a
in.
job. Okay, I'll stay in the comments.
Tap
Hold
in and
on.
make sure. Yeah, there you go. I see some names. Now I'm looking at y'all now. Y'all better not ever have my baby had no dang on 30,000 by her dang on self while y'all below 1,000.
Wait, what?
Crazy work.
Okay, 30 to 1K. Okay, I can do that. That's fair. That's fair.
No, I want more than that. Just keep
Warlock,
tapping.
Warlock, do you ever tap?
He just tapped right now. He said he liked the live.
Oh, okay,
You
that's
just
what's
don't
up. But you
okay.
guys, it's better to like it while you're on mute. So if you're not speaking, because those are power taps. But go ahead, person.
See, y'all giving me too much instructions at one time. It's gotta be one at a time.
Oh my God. Can I talk?
It's gonna be. I mean, I wasn't finished, so no.
A question for me.
Okay. I thought it's person's time. Person was gonna say something, right?
Yeah, she had a question for me.
Okay, go
Let
ahead.
I
Huggy go
did.
after
I'm
that.
sorry. I had to recenter myself because with the way Huggy came in, it's given the black pill man attitude that a lot of people get confused with the red pill man attitude, and so like you
Hold on, stop,
Stop being so
back up.
sensitive. It's
Back up for
okay.
a second,
Go ahead
man.
and talk.
What did he say? I don't even get it. What did he
I
say?
don't either. Person, you
I
had
didn't
a
say
question
anything. I
for
just
me.
asked, or is it my turn? And she said no,
No,
so I stopped.
it's person turn. She had a
Yeah,
question for me.
Huggy cool. I remember Huggy. He cool.
no, he threw off my whole pH balance when he interrupted
Man,
me.
Oh my God.
Person,
You
that
said
sounds
stop.
that
like
shit.
that sound like a whole personal
Person,
problem.
stop. Don't. It might be because
She
his name
said
is
it.
Huggy. It's like wearing Huggies.
No, I'm thinking
Man,
about hey
person,
yo,
if
the
you don't
Huggies. My,
go,
my
man.
brain cannot handle all that pH imbalance. I'm not.
Right. Person, collect yourself and go. Or we gonna have to let Huggy go.
Take a breather. It's okay.
I wanted to ask this question because I can't wait for this shit.
She already forgot. That's in the that you know.
No,
That's many
let that
things.
go. Let that go because I do the same shit. So does Kev. That's why we ain't say shit about that. So
So what I wanted to ask you was, do you believe that a woman that truly and sincerely loves you needs directive from anybody? Because I believe like So a love language is just basically how a person receives love and perceives love, right? And that's different for everybody. So one person's love language may be acts of service. So it may just be something simple like your car needed an oil change and you got the shift and you're sleeping. So I went out and I took it and you came back and I was like, oh baby, by the way, I got your oil change. And you're all excited, right? Because that's how you perceive love, like acts of service and stuff like that. So do you necessarily honestly believe that if someone is emotionally intelligent, that they need someone else or another experience, if they have that education to really be able to understand how you perceive love as their partner?
Okay, that confused the fuck out of me. All right, let me see if I can get this right.
You
You're asking me,
uneducated nigger,
does a
nigger,
person have
nigger, 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 nigger,
your
nigger,
mother and
nigger,
all
nigger,
three of your
nigger,
daddies?
nigger, nigger.
Anyway, now my pH balance has been all thrown the fuck off. Let me stop.
I don't have no huggies, bro.
Let me see if I understand this. Are you asking me, does a person need outside influence to actually know what their love language is? Is that basically what it is? Shit, my daughter fucking called me. Is that did you hear what I asked?
Yes, I did hear what you asked.
Yo, get that call from your daughter, man. I'm a daughter too, bro.
There we go.
No, I'm with that 100%. Once your kids grow up, it is so hard for me to get a call from my daughter. I take them all, any time of the day. But if I can, if Miss Person, if you're done, I would like to go next.
Oh, that was so sweet. See, that's a different energy. I like that.
Okay, is your pH balance smelling sweet again?
See, yeah, like pineapples. Like pineapples. Yeah, it's all good.
Oh my gosh.
I'm glad I did that for you.
Amazing.
Daughter calls me. Go ahead and finish what y'all was gonna say, because yeah, what person asked me kind of fucked me up, because it didn't fuck me up. I was confused because I was asking.
You're not the only one. I didn't really understand either.
Okay.
What you say, Huggy?
Here's something that is going to maybe make people a little upset.
Oh shit.
If all right, hold on to your huggies, person. It's gonna get deep. All right. If you're a person that believes in love languages or zodiacs or Mercury retrograde, you ought to be manipulated.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Thanks.
May I respond?
No, I'm just kidding. It's open live. Go for it.
You getting a follow.
So I'll say something. I don't think I'm easily manipulated. Actually, trying to manipulate me is like trying to manipulate yourself, because I'm authentically trying to be a good person like every single day of my life, and I'm trying to be a better human being. And I want the best for everybody that I welcome to my circle. So if you're genuinely trying to manipulate militia, you're just gonna manipulate yourself out of a blessing. And I'm okay with that. Do what you gotta do, boo. Like, I support you.
You know
Well,
But at the end of the day, there are gonna be times when we need to classify things. And I think when you talk about love language, it's just about classifying how you perceive love. I don't think like everybody's gonna fit into one box or two box or three box, but I think it is good for the point of communication to be able to reference points things. Because even when you do it in the legal perspective, which is the realm I work in, you do still need to reference things. So you may have a general statement, but then you need to clarify in footnotes or asterisks or however you tend to do it. But you do still need to do that. And to say like, oh, just because we call it a love language that you're open to manipulation, I disagree with that.
Okay, so check this out, right? I'm going to say, Huggy, you made a fucking good point. Because I do believe, honestly, here's my belief. And you may think it's all fucked up because of your belief. But Huggy make a good point when you say, this is my love language. It is your way to manipulate another person and they're giving you what the fuck you want. I.e., when you say, I'm a fucking Virgo, so I did this because I'm a Virgo. It's to manipulate your own thought process and other thought process for people to give you a pass on a reason why you act that way instead of saying, you know what, I may be a fucked up person. You're going to blame it on your fucking astrological sign. That's manipulation of other people's thought processes and how you want them to look at you.
Well, let's talk about manipulation too. Like, didn't I come in here mean and I threw off person's pH? Then I became sweet
That was funny.
and I made it smell sweet again? That's all manipulation.
I'm going to take it so far as this.
Hey, okay. I think Warlock, you're probably as old as I am. I'm 40. You remember?
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you. But remember Sega Genesis, they had like the Game Genie with all the cheat codes?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what love languages are. There's 5 of them.
I'm going to tell it to you like this, Huggy, and I'm going to be quiet after this. You want to take, people think manipulation is on this grand scale or this micro scale, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just think of every time, motherfucker, you make ice cubes. You are manipulating water.
Oh, absolutely. No, he's completely right. And look, let me give you some. I hope that lady listen to me when I say this. I'm going to give a little bit of man game away. The longer you wait for a man to determine the acidity of your pH balance, if you know what I mean, the more he's going to manipulate the situation to get what he wants. Because we try to solve that first and foremost. So if you are a person that's like, I'm acts of kindness or I'm acts of service. Yeah, here you go. I opened your soda can for you. Oh my God, he's so sweet. He talks to me sweet. He's tall. He's handsome. He did what I need to do. Cheat code. pH balance.
Okay, but it's not that simple though.
Yes, it is.
It is that simple.
It is.
It is that simple when you have a rubric. When you don't, that's when it's hard.
Okay,
when you're a genuine person with genuine feelings,
okay,
that's hard. No.
I
want you to finish. Person, I want you to even have the last word behind me. But it is easy when you give anyone that you meet in a non-trusting fashion, meaning he's not introduced to you about like your parents or your best friend or anything like that. Stranger. And you give them cheat codes to try to learn who you are based on things that are kind of bullshit. Being like zodiac signs, Mercury in retrograde, the moon traces and all that. Like if it's certain type of the month for the moon, crescent moon, like
Right.
all that, like love languages. If you do all that, and he's a good at pinpointing what he wants out of you. It makes it very easy to manipulate. But you know what makes it hard to manipulate? Someone who is serious about who they are. Someone who has done the work to figure out who they are and what kind of person that they're looking for, and also puts in an equal amount of work. Women are willing to have that conversation. They like to be catered to. You don't like to do the work to try to find the men that you are really going to be invested in. They don't put you, a lot of women don't even put themselves in a scenario of a person or a guy that they want. A lot of women talk about they want to be with a rich guy, but they don't have any clue on how to be rich whatsoever. So I'll land it there. Listen, I'd love to hear your point of view.
Am I not going to be interrupted?
Man, if you don't talk, bro.
Wow.
Don't let me.
That's the loudest I ever heard her.
Well,
Wait, what'd you say?
Hey, this is why me laugh or learn. This is why we laugh or learn. This is why what he puts on here is great because it doesn't invoke thought. It's a great topic because it happens too often where people try to use cheat codes to try to figure out each other. Why not really try to figure out each other? Really try to figure out who I am. I'm not giving you any cheat codes. As a matter of fact, you ask me on birthday, I'm gonna lie.
You know what, Uggy? Let person say what she gonna say, because I want to hear this. And then Jane just came up here with her fuckery that she gonna bring. Let her speak too.
Not the evil laugh.
So I disagree
Go ahead,
that
Jane.
telling a person this is your love language is a cheat code. I don't believe it is because it's not the end all be all. You still have to watch how a person moves. You still have to align their actions with their words. You still have to do so many things. You still have to be at a point in your life where you're gifted in discernment, where you can tell where who a person says or present themselves is not the same as how they are, right? And all of that has to align. So I don't think it's a cheat code. For me, I have no trust issues, like none whatsoever. I'm not saying that there hasn't been people that has betrayed my trust, but that does not negate or impact my experience with the next person as far as like, oh, I'm not going to trust you because this person did this, and so you're going to do this because people are the same. Like, I don't do that. I just get better at like drilling down to the nitty gritty, right? But I will be honest and open with you. Like, these are the things, including my love language. These are my things, right? And if you're able to or you're unable to, that just lets me know, because I think the biggest unaliver of intimate connections are unspoken expectations and unrealistic expectations. And I think the unspoken one is probably like the biggest one, because you're expecting someone to read your mind. They can't, right? So the scientific study is that for 90 days, people can put up with this facade. That's the minimum. And I think they said something like a year or two. That's the longest a person can go, like based on their scientific study. So I don't think there's anything wrong with saying, I gave you the playbook and you still fumbled. At the end of the day, there's no coming back from that.
Would you like me to respond to that?
If you would like to.
Sure.
Oh,
Okay.
nope, not yet, Huggy, nope, Let Jane go. Let Jane in this shit. I want to hear her shit.
Now,
Why does
Warlock,
Warlock sound like he's about ready to cough? You're like, let
Yeah, like you on the toilet or something.
who, me? Oh,
Nah.
Warlock. I'm about to be, because I am full, child.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Today is a
It was
wonderful day.
Monique.
Today is a beautiful day. One of the best days of my life.
That's Mercury in retrograde for you.
My daughter's going to college. I don't know about a retrograde.
Hey, that's a
Yes.
W.
Yeah,
Love
she's
that.
going to college.
Hell yeah. That's what's
Yeah.
up.
She got her head on straight, and she's going to college and everything, and yeah, she got herself together.
Hey, jump out of college never mind, we'll talk about it later. But yo, congrats to you and your family. That's awesome.
Thank you. So first of all, I'm gonna say this, Kev. You know, I don't do the love languages personally. I don't know what mine is, and I don't want to find out.
Facts.
I just believe that. Well, for one, if people don't know, Dr. Chapman, because I did some research after I got fussed out one time up here. Dr. Chapman created the love languages.
That's crazy,
Yeah, I had to, I mean,
I told someone about
What's that?
And
Okay.
believe me, that was, you know what's funny? That was the last time I talked to her because you got into it with her and she that's funny. I forgot it
Yeah.
was you that she was originally mad at because it was
I got blocked and everything. But it's
she
okay.
blocked you. Oh
Yeah.
my,
It's
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
It's all
Yeah, that
right.
was my last time talking to her. So
So
yeah.
I did some research. It's by Dr. Chapman. He's a marriage counselor. The love languages were not supposed to be used as initial conversation, so they're not supposed to be used for the vetting process. They're actually there to help marital couples when they have this disconnected feeling once they've been married for quite some time. And if you've been married for quite some time, you would know that you hit those little bumps in the road where it's like you feel disconnected. So he
Bingo.
created a way for them to be able to communicate a little better. So it's just a communication. There is no correct way to use them. Like I said, it's a form of communication, and how you communicate with them makes it effective. So they've grown, and then they are now something different based on that growth, but then they couldn't keep up with them because they're both humans and individuals. And then they go to counseling, they talk, and then they say, well, at this point in the marriage, this is what I like. This is what I receive as love. This is how I feel, right? It's a feeling.
Yeah,
So,
it's one step before divorce.
right. So it's
Like, be
like,
honest about it. Like, no, that she is 100% right, and I didn't say it. Jane is 100% right. Sorry. I just want to give you credit because you are right.
Hey, I'm putting. Hey,
So,
look, I'm about to be funny. I ain't gonna lie. Good thing you did that because I wouldn't have met Rachel.
what?
Ah,
Facts. 'Cause, I mean, after about 20 years, someone might say, okay, well, I don't feel like there's enough quality time. So let's implement quality time, or words of affirmation. I've been lacking that because in the very beginning, it's like, oh, everything's fresh and dewy and stuff like that. So yeah, it's no need of saying, well, I like receiving gifts. Well, that just sounds like you just want to use somebody because
you know,
you
and
don't know if
what
the
he put in
person
his
is going
book, it didn't refer to men. It didn't
God
refer to men
damn.
at all.
Hold on, Huggy. Let her finish.
I'm sorry. She's
I
just
want.
so great. All right, I'll drop
I
down.
know. I got you.
She is hitting all the points. She's hitting it. Oh my god.
So
But
the purpose
Jane, I got a degree in it though. So,
from ICDC college. So the love languages were not supposed to be personal. They were supposed to be the way you communicate with your partner. So you're supposed to be learning something from your partner concerning the love language, not picking one for yourself because you wouldn't know that per se of how to move and how to operate in that. You could just see from a default where it's just going along and the issue that is happening, right? And you can say, well, we don't communicate well, so maybe I need to give you some words of affirmation because you've been depressed lately. I've been seeing that pattern of depression, and I feel like it's coming from the marriage. So let's talk about that. I can give you some words of affirmation. Here you go. You know what I'm saying? So people using them just first situation or whatever the case may have you, or just meeting somebody, that just sounds crazy. And then they're interchangeable. So over time, they might change in your marriage. 20 years might be one thing, 30 years might be something different.
so tomorrow might be.
Okay, so Jane, I agree with a lot of what you said. Right? Here's my thing. Because see, the first time I heard this love language shit, I was like, this is some manipulative bullshit. Now, if you want to use that in reference to how you relate to your partner instead of how you want to be related to, I could probably roll with that. Because when you talk about I want, this is what I want, that's some selfish fuckery. Now, if you want to say, you know what, maybe this is the way I need to do this with my partner now because we have a disconnect, then I could see that because it's no longer put in the selfish realm of I, me.
That's what it's used for. It's used
Right,
in
but
that way
when
that you
people
say that
usually use it, they say, I know what my love language is. It has nothing to do with your fucking partner except for you want them to do what the fuck you want them to do. That's why I said it's manipulative as fuck.
Laugh or learn. I think that us as a panel right now, we can come up with the 5 love languages for men right now, and it's going to be the funniest thing ever. Women be like, what?
It's not the 5 love languages of men. So when
like, okay, the five love languages, which Jane, she pointed out, that was for people who are
Yeah,
about to get divorced. It's not from
not.
the counselor.
And let me tell you something, man.
Mm-hmm.
When I was 2 years old, I lost my father.
Mm-hmm.
When I was 25 years old, I lost my mother. When I was 27 years old, I lost my stepfather. I was raised some rough hoods.
Yeah, that's sad, man. That's sad. But go ahead.
You cold as ice.
Babe, I was just
Yeah.
about to. I
Oh,
literally.
hey, I actually was about to give y'all a chance. I'm like, y'all must don't know
No,
me
I
on so
was.
well. Y'all taking too long. Okay, I
That's
said,
so
okay,
funny.
cool.
I was in the process of texting you. I'm texting you to get rid of it.
Yeah.
I see the galaxy to that shit.
I said, maybe they don't know me on so
He
well,
does.
man. They taking too
No,
long.
he does the same thing. He does that.
Oh, I'm on my knees, dog. That shit. That's funny as hell.
Can I be toxic and make like a comment to the comment? It
Fuck.
said I'm
Oh, I knew
rude.
you was
You
about to.
know what?
She'll peep
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
out.
I'm
I'll
gonna
let her
say
peep
No,
that.
no, it's
Don't
very
let Dr.
positive.
Jane don't see that.
It's
She gonna
very
see it.
positive. It's very
Hella
positive.
toxic.
So I am very rude. I'm mean. I'm callous. I'm whatever it is that you want me to be. I can even be a bitch if that's what you want me to be. You know,
Hold on, who
whatever
the
it is
fuck?
that you
I
want me
saw
to
that
be.
she's
I
rude
mean, who's
comment.
bitch though?
Let me
Who's
see.
bitch
Hold
though?
on.
Huggy's bitch.
Somebody always attacking Jane every time she over here. What's going on, man?
No,
Leave
I
Jane
attack Jane
alone.
every time I
I
fucking
ain't
see
like
her
I just
ass.
try to hit on her. What you talking
I
about?
mean,
Every time, look, ever since she changed her name and fucked me up, I've been on her heels like a motherfucker.
Yo, that shit was funny. Go ahead, Jane. I need to laugh on mute. That shit was crazy.
No, I just want people to know whatever it is that you want to put me in is perfectly fine with me. You know, it's not like anybody knows me in my crib, so it is what it
You sure
is.
about that? Because I can put you in some real fuck. No, man, I ain't gonna do that.
that's
I
what she
mean, if you
said.
want to, you
No,
know.
I was gonna put you in a real
Whoa.
Oh,
fucking
not in
position.
those
Y'all,
ways. Well, come on
It's
She
now.
said,
not
I
Wait.
could put
Friday,
you in a
y'all.
doulo quick.
Chill. It's not Friday.
Yeah, boy.
Chill.
You don't know what you
Nah.
don't know
Yo,
what
what I was
position I
talking
was gonna
about.
put
What if
you in.
laugh or learn? What if we made a five love languages for men in that similar scenario? That the five love languages was created, which was by a psychologist going, he was a marriage counselor. What we do that for men? That would be hilarious.
No,
So if
you
you
know
don't
what?
do it,
I'm gonna
I'm
tell you
putting it on
something.
my live tomorrow.
I'm gonna tell you something, Huggy. If you do that, and then women come up with that shit, right? Then it's gonna be that back and forth. But
Oh
here's the
no, the
thing.
men come up with it. Yo, the
Hold
first
on.
one is
Here's the thing,
shut
though.
up.
Hold on, Huggy. Huggy, hold on. Here's the thing. And I don't think anybody up here is gonna disagree with this shit.
I do.
Women are a hell of a lot more
Of
selfish than men.
course.
They can be a hell of a lot more selfish than men can.
That they should be.
No, I
They
didn't say
should.
whether it was a good or a bad thing. I just said that
No,
it
no,
can be
no,
a
no,
hell of a
no,
lot more
no, no,
selfish.
no. Any relationship you have as a man, especially if it's like a beautiful woman, she's not a benefit to you. It's a job.
Here we go with this one.
It's a job.
Now wait a minute.
What? Hold on. Women are not convenient. It
Damn.
takes work to have them.
I get what he's saying.
Okay,
But
now y'all really gonna hate this shit,
Oh,
and I'm gonna
now
do this shit.
person
I'm gonna
like
go on mute.
Huggy.
no,
I'm gonna go to
I
fuck on
don't
mute.
like him. No. That's not what I said. But I do understand what he's saying without him like fully explaining.
Person. You
It
know we're in
What
love. Girl.
person agree? What?
we're not okay. See,
I'm
no,
about to say they go
don't
to logical person. I remember I used to know. Yeah.
don't do that.
Mm.
Don't do that.
Look,
I'm just a
I'm
guy.
okay. Look. I'm okay with the double standard. I'm
And
completely okay with it.
it's not
I
a
don't
double.
need equality. Women that I choose to have around me are not any kind of beneficial thing other than it's nice to have them around, and they're, I can be a savage in the world, which I have to operate in the working world every day, but it's nice to have someone that has peace around you and be very pretty, who I could take out and show around. There's no convenience about having a woman around. That's like saying children are a convenience. They're not. You have them around because it's the right thing to do and you love them.
Okay, he's saying it in a very blunt way, but essentially what he's saying is that a masculine man should be able to be self-sufficient, operative, whether it's in happiness, joy, financial, mental, like whatever the capacity it is. he should be that already before
We
he.
really going down this rabbit hole?
Hold on, let her finish. She's about to say some
I'm
brilliant shit.
I'm not going down a rabbit hole. I'm just trying to say that the same way men say that a wife is a wife before she becomes a wife, that's essentially what he's saying, is that a husband is a husband before he becomes a husband.
Right.
Like, he doesn't become this majestical creature because he met this woman and wow, he's born, right? It is this thing that I do agree with, that you should be a whole person before you meet another person and trying to engulf them into your mental dysphoria and chaos and all this other stuff and all the other avenues of your life. And I believe that's what he was trying to say. Now, if it's not, correct me, and but don't do that. Talk about we in love. We not in love. I'm not in love with nobody
Right.
but
No,
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
sorry with you. No. What you said was actually really great. It's really great. And because you have to be a certain person for someone to even be attracted to you. Like, think about it. Like, for women, you pretty much just have to be pretty because men want a certain thing out of you at first, and then we determine relationships later. Women are trying to determine whether they're going to have a relationship with you pretty early on. So they're willing to take the risk to do what you want in order, if you have a certain amount of qualifications. So, yes, I need to be a husband or at least identify as one closely, unless she's truly lost, in order for me to have the opportunity to even be with her. No, she's right. She is right. Like, women aren't convenient tools you keep around at all. You have to take care of them.
Okay.
Like, that's why I say, like, people talk about, like, oh, he owns you. The word ownership comes with a certain amount of responsibilities. And then, I was in another life where someone was talking about, oh, you expect a man to go protect you if you are like, and you didn't give him the box yet. And I'm just like, that's so goofy. That's so goofy. Women ought to be protected, but my person, like my woman, is going to be especially protected. She has I will give my life for her. All she has to do is be around because I've earned her. No, what person said, I thought she was goofy at first, but she actually said something really brilliant. I'm gonna take that with me.
I'm gonna say this, and like I
After
said,
you
I
go,
just
we
want
gotta
to get the
get
fuck out
Sean
my
in after
car.
that.
I just want to get out my car and say this because between here and now, I'm gonna disconnect and all of that shit. But whether I know it's hard to hear a lot, but no matter what happens, the thing that a lot of ladies y'all have to understand is, to us, to the vast majority of us, because some people don't look at it like this, but if you look at it, you really do. You're nothing but another bill. You're nothing but another bill to us. Because when you come into our lives, hold on. When you come into our lives and we get with you or whatever, everything on our life increases. Everything.
Yeah. Well,
When you all come
wouldn't say
into our
that's
life,
a bill.
very few things in your life will increase. As a matter of fact, they may decrease.
I wouldn't say that's a bill, brother. And I'll tell you, like, a woman who you choose to be with, who gives birth to your seeds, and you can guarantee that seed is yours, right? She's more than a bill. That is your lifetime investment in making sure that the dividends that pay out your children grow to be successful. She's way more than a bill. Way more than a bill.
Prior to kids, he's right though, because you talking about carrying the seed. Like we forgetting that you act like not you, but people act like the man don't contribute nothing to creating that baby also. So even before she have a child, like Warlock, he's not. I know it sounds harsh when he said,
It do sound
but
harsh, and I get what he's saying though. It sound
but in
harsh.
reality, yes. But in reality, anytime a man gets with a woman, his expenses increases, and majority of the time, the woman expenses decreases. So he is right technically when he say the stuff that he's saying. If you just sit back and look at it.
Warlock, before you hop off, say you met a woman who, okay, Okay, y'all get together. You decide to have a kid together because that's what y'all can afford. You do your budget. You run everything in the family. Y'all have triplets.
Uh-huh.
What do you do next?
What do you mean what do I do next?
Well, okay, well, I will say it. I'll give you the multiple choice. Do you immediately run away from the problem because, okay, you're not prepared for it? Or you just work harder to facilitate the livelihood between you and your new 3 children who you weren't ready for yet, but you
Mm-hmm.
work harder for this
Mm-hmm.
woman to bless you. And then keep in mind, her womb, it belongs to you. She didn't give it to anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
It belongs to you. Right? You marry this woman,
Mm-hmm.
right? It belongs to
Mm-hmm.
you. You discover you have triplets or even quadruplets. Do you work harder or you just give up?
What do you mean do I work harder, girl? It's not even a choice for me.
Exactly. It's not a choice for any of us, brother. That's what I'm saying. Women
So
aren't a
what's the question?
convenience. They're not a convenience to us. We will work harder for these things that we
Is
want
this
as
is this
long
is
as they
this just to
follow the
further your
mission.
hold on, Huggy? Is this just to further your point that you had made, or to
No, it's
talk
to
against
further.
my point?
It's to further your point, brother. Which things are more pure? I'm not furthering my point. I'm furthering yours.
Because initially you didn't agree with the way that it was said. That's why.
No, I didn't. I didn't agree at the first part of what you said. Like an hour ago. When
All
we
right,
talked.
so yeah,
No. We're in full agreement.
let me get a
Because
Sean in real quick.
like to talk about the
Sean
I
punk
don't
ass
know.
on teacup. I don't know what the hell Sean doing.
I don't know. Neither one of y'all can hear me though, but I'm gonna let Sean go real quick.
sorry, go ahead.
Fucking mute me.
Uh, and then I'll
Oh,
let
Sean.
Sean.
Sean was on teacup. He gone.
All right, so let me get the other 2 people in real quick though.
All right.
Y'all can go back after that. It's just we're trying to get other people in.
Laruski.
Okay, everybody's dropping. What's going on? They
Laruski.
really trying to get back to the Warlock Huggy show again. That's
Wait,
crazy.
you should. Sorry, Slavus. Yeah, go ahead. I accidentally muted his mic. Go ahead.
Accidentally, sure.
What?
You didn't do it on purpose?
Go ahead,
She
Slur.
admitted it, dude. You think you can get a woman on a live to admit when she's wrong? You should be appreciative.
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, you know when I push mute, I don't know that I have to request to unmute
Right,
it.
so don't be explaining that to nobody. Don't do
Right. Yeah,
that.
thank you,
Bye,
Jane.
Slaruski. I did it on
That was
purpose. That
crazy.
was
No,
rude.
no,
That's
no.
not
You
cool.
admit it when
Wait, you
you're
guys,
wrong. Oh,
wait,
God.
it didn't
Now
have to
go
be
down and
all
think
that.
about it, because that was rude.
That was stupid.
Ain't gonna come from my sister like that.
I was
Period.
like, are you sure?
That was
God.
No, seriously. That's why I said what? Like I was like I had to pull myself back. I was like, no.
Oh, dang. They go hard for me. Oh, thank you.
No,
We just
because
know you accountable, sis. You said it was an accident. So,
Yeah, let me tell you what's not before other people come up.
you know.
Laugh or learn. Had this dude up here. It was like, I lost my mother. I lost my father. My step.
okay, I would have to leave. I'm sorry.
Yo, but that dude tells the same story every time. I literally was in the middle of
Yo,
texting. I was texting my baby Kev, and I was gonna tell him, hey.
yo, it was a new era because I felt myself going, oh my God, here we go.
He was trying to center himself.
Hey, yo, he was like, nope. I was like, all right.
Aw, thank you,
All
Jane.
right.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna join the live anytime he wants me because that's I'll let him know.
Funny.
Yeah, I didn't see where I wrote that as a topic yet about his mother and father. I don't get that.
Not even that. It was just like you see what the bullshit he was trying to do, like sympathy porn. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Can I
I don't see
respond
nothing.
to the
Yo, Jane, I lost my dog yesterday. What's your zodiac sign?
can
I'm
I?
trying to give you some huggies.
Oh my god.
I'm a Jupiter. I don't have one.
And are you trying to say something?
Hmm?
Were you trying to say something?
Yeah.
Oh, we got a new person in here. What up, dude?
No, but okay, I'm just gonna be quiet. It's okay.
Man, if you don't get your baby stuff on, let's go.
Not you trying to like
You
uncradle
know
me.
I don't like that baby stuff. Just gone.
So it's gonna be okay.
Oh
And
Lord,
then her
not
voice getting lighter and lighter. She, man, get get to the topic. You gonna be so
No,
there. It's gonna be a bottle noise in a minute. She gonna turn it.
I was gonna say not to push on my spoil butt, but um I was going back to the Huggy and Warlock show and all the shenanigans that was going on. So I'm just gonna say this to be honest with you. Um to be honest with you, I can see
Person
from
to
both
troll.
sides where like there are a lot of women out here that are trying to use men, right? I'm not going to deny that in any way, shape, or form. I'm not going to deny that. But in the same instance, I do feel like it is a man's job to be a protector and a provider. And I feel like there are my roles in that as well, right? I should be your biggest supporter, right? And I feel like a lot of men, especially when they're financially ready, but not mentally ready, right? They don't have that discernment to discern the difference between someone that's just with you for the coins versus someone that's with you to support your dreams and your goals. And that's what gets a lot of good men messed up in the head in the position that they're in, because there is a key distinctive difference. One is with you for what you can give them, and the other is with you for who you are. And for me personally, money is just a byproduct. If you're a hustler, if you have ambition, if you have all these things, naturally money would gravitate towards you. So, no, I'm not with you because you are X, Y, and Z. I'm with you because of your character. And the natural byproduct of your character is that, you know, the financial status is good.
I
And
have
I
a question,
I disagree with
and
that.
I've held off on this for a minute.
Me
You said
too.
that you what's up, Gemini? You said
Yo,
that,
what's
that,
good
that
with you,
something
bro?
about
Like
men about men
Gemini,
being
Zeus ain't
a
speaking.
provider
That's
and
crazy.
protector, right? You said something about a man being a
What
provider and
up? What up,
protector,
folks?
right?
What up, folks?
What up, man?
What's up, Zeus?
I'm gonna let y'all talk
But
soon. We were gonna let them get these questions.
person, you said something about a man being a protector and provider, right?
correct.
Okay. So I find that it's really, really, and this isn't a shot at you at all, man. But I find it real funny that a lot of women can say that shit. However, at the same token, they don't get that if you want us to protect you, I'm not even talking about the provision part. There is a level of control that we need, and y'all, and most of y'all are not willing to give that shit up because they say I'm not nobody's slave, and this, that, and the other, yada, yada, yada. Well, you want us to protect you. There's a level of control that protection comes with. Why is that hard for them to understand, or even you, if that is the case, to understand that?
Okay, so Warlock, like I said in the past, to reiterate, there's a difference between a woman that wants something from you as far as like your financial aspect.
I took that out of the equation.
Okay, but you can't though.
Yes, you can, because of the simple fact that there are women that wish for our protection. We don't even know them heifers.
Okay.
But when we go to tell them, hey, whoa, watch the fuck, who the fuck you talking to? That's usually the remarks that we get. So how can we expect to to protect someone when we have no level of control? I.e., we can't tell most of y'all ladies nothing because you don't want to be corrected. We can't your sisters really can't tell you shit because you don't want to be corrected. So if in fact you want us to protect you, you have to relinquish some level of freaking control, which most do not.
Warlock is correct.
And and I'm not disagreeing with you on that stance. What I'm trying to get you to understand is what I'm trying to say is that there is a dysmorphia between the expectation and expectation of self that warrants or deserve that certain level of expectation.
That's right. And that's what equality has brought you. There's no expectation of anything anymore. You're not given anything anymore. If you're not coming directly from your father's wing to being like meeting who is prepared to be married to you, you're on your own. You're in a modern relationship now. So all to protect and provide all that. If you're a woman who's like worked all her life to be a lawyer and did all these things, what does it look like that she's not going to be a lawyer anymore because she met a guy who's a top engineer and makes a lot more money than her, and she gets to stay home with the kids? No, that is not how the world works. Because you are subtracting what the world has given you through education to provide to the world. That's crazy.
Hey Gemini, hey Zeus, what's
That's
up?
exact. Thank you. Boy, before we go there, because we got to get the other people to talk.
Man, the hell with both of them at the bottom. I don't give a shit about you. I want to get my shit out.
Real quick,
I'm
y'all,
irritated.
because I guess y'all don't see the comments, and I only see 2 people literally tapping only. I only see Rachel and Jane. I'm gonna start clicking on y'all stuff, see what type of work y'all doing.
I ain't doing no kind of work. Fuck that. You know I ain't gonna.
Of course, let me click on you. I'm gonna embarrass you first. Hold on, let me see what you got, man.
Come on, I got like 3.
You got 0.
The people
I
that
thought I
talk
had
the
3.
most ain't tapping.
They for sure.
That's because y'all said if we want us to turn our fucking microphones off if we in the damn box. Has mine turned the fuck off?
Oh, but you what? So that means you talking the whole time?
She got
damn right.
4.4 by herself, so she got half these taps by herself. This is not. Come on, y'all. Come on. We can. While we wait, we can tap. We can get these
You
shares
want somebody
going.
to fucking tap? I'll fucking tap. But when I'm done fucking tapping, I'm coming back and I'm interrupting whoever the fuck is talking.
And if you subscribe, you don't even got to tap at all. There you go. That's how I'm gonna start doing things in a minute. Go ahead and join the team.
I didn't subscribe though. Did I? What's the difference? I don't like. I'm a month new on
Gemini
TikTok.
gonna talk. Gemini and then Zeus, cause they ain't talk yet.
See, I don't really know Zeus, but I'm gonna fuck with Gemini.
You subscribe. I'm gonna show you how to subscribe because you rich. You said you was rich anyway. Let me go ahead and pin this real
Okay,
quick.
first of all, I never said that.
I don't care
Hold
about
up,
talking about.
hold
That's how you
up.
subscribe right there at the bottom, right there.
Hold
That's how
up,
you-
man. Hold on. I'm fucked up for a minute. Give me 1 second, Gemini. I remember person, but you just said something that reminded me of who person was. I don't want to fuck up and blame you for something person that you didn't do. So are you the one that the 10K lady?
Who's the 10K lady?
Yeah, she's the one that.
Okay, all right, I got you.
Yeah, she cash
Oh,
people
you're
out.
talking about the plane? Yeah, it didn't make a sound. I was not impressed. I like plane.
All right, I just want to make sure
You
I
know
got
how,
it.
that's how
I'm gonna
rich
shut the
she
fuck
is.
up
She
now.
doing stuff for sounds. What type of what we?
Right. She just kept sending shit talking about, I don't hear sound.
I do like sounds.
See, look, Jane don't even got a tap no more. Oh, look at Jane. Appreciate you for joining again. Appreciate you.
All right, I'm gonna shut the fuck up for a while. I gotta charge my phone anyway. Y'all lucky as shit.
So the two people that was tapping, the 2 people that joined in, don't even got a tap no more. But now y'all got.
Women will always show up.
Amen. Nay.
See,
But let's
man,
go ahead.
see, you want to say some shit and bring me off of me. What's some bullshit that you talking about? Well, you know what? I'm not even. Nope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna store my shit up so I
Okay,
can come and
before
just.
we get into
Go
all
ahead and hit that
that,
subscribe button, Warlock.
I'm sorry. What was the subscribe again? Because honestly,
Yeah,
my
I got
graphic
you. I
is
got
so
you.
hard.
The rich lady, I got you. Hold on, give me a second.
Okay, stop.
That's it. Got it. So you need to do more than that, boy. Subscribe with a, and then send my baby a lion. I said you so. All right, because you said you don't give men. I remember that. All right, so
I
I
don't.
sent it at the bottom again. I sent it at the bottom again. And then whatever gifts you gotta give it to my baby. What's up, Yana? See you down there, Yana. Welcome. Ever since I gave you that mob powers, you ain't been showing up. What's going on? You know I fire people sometimes.
Dude, I've been so busy with school. It's not even funny. All I do is study, sleep, and go to work.
Okay. So you part time. Okay, I got you. Say
Yeah,
less.
I've been busy. I'm sorry.
I mean, you got. I mean, you got to take away her blocking powers.
Yeah, she
No,
probably got something
I
got to
haven't
go
blocked
on.
She can
anyone.
mute
I've been very
people.
nice,
'Cause I
but
need
She
some
I
can
have.
active.
just
I need
study, sleep,
active
and go to work and
moderators
go to
in
She
here.
work.
can mute and kick people out the box, but she can't
Person,
block
Wait,
good
them.
you
looks.
said I need to
Person
study and
has
go to
made
work
it. She
more?
Yeah,
subscribed.
yeah, do all that because by the
Appreciate you,
time
person.
by the time you come out
Is y'all
of
messing with my?
college,
Who
your
talking in the middle of me
generation is going to
talking?
be
Who was
different
that
than what
talking
we're
while
Doggy,
dealing
I'm
with.
Doggy
I'm
be
talking?
sorry.
talking a lot.
Who is talking while I'm talking? That's crazy. I need to do my celebrations and stuff, man. Hey, y'all getting too carried away. All right, so
Don't
do
pierce
with Big
me.
Money, Jane. Uh, yes. Shout outs to Jane. Shout outs to persons, my new subscribers. I appreciate y'all. Y'all all three. Now all three of y'all don't have this. My baby, she been subscribed a while ago. Y'all don't have to tap no more. Now they gotta do that heavy work. Go in and tap and get them shares going. Oh, babe, thanks for the heart. You already know you got mine. Oh, my bad, Joe. Oh, but
LOL.
go ahead. Gemini, we gotta get Gemini and then Zeus. Then we gonna get Yana because we need some new voices in here, man. Before we go back to ping ponging, you know. But go ahead, Gemini. What you got for me, man? We actually let's get back to the topic because they all are off the topic in a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so like the best way or the way that I feel is the correct way to use the love languages is like once people figure out what they what they number one, number two, three, four, and five are, like then whoever's in a relationship with them knows their preference on how they would like to be loved, and if that's something they want to entertain, then they got the what's that called, the HOV lane. What's that thing? Oh yeah, they got the quick pass lane, so they can just fast track straight to their heart. You know what I'm saying? Um, outside of that, I mean, I guess it's just a way of for an individual to who hasn't really thought about what works best for them or how they really want to be loved to figure that out for themselves. Okay, his love. So I don't know. I don't know about that second one. I always get confused on subjective and objective in my head, so I'll skip
Thanks
that
for the
one.
star.
People tend to mix
Oh
love and
man.
happiness. Happiness is just the act of being happy, whereas love is an affinity or affection towards a person, place, or thing. Yeah. I think that I missed. Wait, hold on. Stop manipulating people. Yeah, and I land there.
Okay. Zeus, what you got for me, my brother? Long time, man. You been all right?
Yeah, what's going on, dog? Yeah, been good, man. How about yourself, dog? What's up, panel?
I've been doing my thug
Hey,
thizzle,
hey,
man.
Jane.
Hi Zeus, how are you?
There
Yeah,
you go, boys. I was just about to say, every time I see Zeus, my boy just be having a lady. Boy, you better chill out, man. I told you start putting the muscles up, man.
Yeah, I noticed
man.
Jane's voice switched. Hold
You
on.
seen
Wait a
that right? That's the
minute.
Zeus effect. The Zeus effect can do it.
Zeus is just nice to me, aren't you, Zeus?
Yeah,
Easy.
Yeah.
we cool. We got a little history, a little TikTok history. But
Yeah.
yeah. So y'all chopping up about the panel about the prompt stop manipulating people with love languages. I I don't know. A lot of women say this and say that. You know what I'm saying? But as like my fellow brother stated earlier, are you capable of relinquishing that control? Um, but just to answer the question though, um, man, I mean, it really this goes back to what I say: women have the power. Women have all the power. You know what I mean? Like to to express like they love through like verbal encouragement or appreciation, stuff like that, like kind word, being kind. You know what I'm saying? It goes the furthest in the relationship. It just does. All right. So, what do you believe is the correct way to use your love? Like, okay, that answered that question. Just to benefit, however you can to benefit the relationship. Shoot, regarding your love language, from how I see it, I get that answer that. Is love subjective or objective? Explain why or why not. Shoot, I think it depends on the person for sure, on what it means to them, what love means to them. Because a lot of people don't really know. If you ask a person, what does love mean to you? You rarely ask people that. You normally people aren't asked that question. What does love mean to you? You know what I'm saying? You like just think about it. Would you really know how to answer the question, or would you? And I think okay. So what does it say? People tend to mix love and happiness up with what they say. What's the difference? Mix love and happiness. Love. You said tend to mix love and happiness up with what they say. What's the difference? Mix love and happiness. Love. You said tend to mix love and happiness. We could do. I'm gonna say we could do things to an individual to make them feel like it's love. But it's just making them feel happy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But I land.
I do feel like that was my main point I was trying to get at. I do know that someone said, I think it was Jane that said, they use this in couples therapy, like, to figure out like there should ever be that disconnect in the first place. I think if we are upfront and honest, a person that is also upfront and honest will be able to say, I can provide this or I cannot. And you just come to a resolution or dissolution, but it's not as bad as if you get invested in a relationship, a marriage, and all of a sudden it's like so much turmoil and chaos. I do feel like people need to stop being unequally yoked with people. And when we use that like in a biblical perspective, we're not just talking about like on the foundations of Jesus Christ or whatever. We're talking about trying to make people into who you want them to be for you just because they're a good person. Sometimes you just need to accept the fact that you're a good person, but you're not the best person for me. And just keep it a stack and like move on. Like stop hindering other people's blessings just because you found a good person kind of thing.
Did Yana go? And Leah? Oh, Jane, you about to say something?
Yeah, I was just
I
gonna
did.
piggyback off that just a little bit, Yana. My
Oh
bad.
yeah, that's a subscriber.
Mm,
What they call it? The subscriber benefit
not a bird.
privileges.
So I was just going to say that realistically, if you are trying to grow older with someone, right? You're trying to have years of marriage, things change. People change. Growth is supposed to happen. Sometimes regression happens. Yes, the love languages are good for people that are changing and evolving. It's unrealistic to say that in a marriage of 20, 30, 40, 50 years, there wasn't changes. There's even changes with how people look. So, of course, it's going to be changes with the mental state. And I think that is a good thing, So I think that most people live in a realm of we should just be so understanding towards each other. And when you go into a relationship like that and then into a marriage, that's where divorce comes into play because not this person changing, not my spouse changing as they should, as a human should change. I use that in reference as my father was Muslim and now he is Christian. He was Muslim all of my life and now he is Christian. That was a change within my parents' marriage, but that is open for discussion. Communication is important, not necessarily disagreeing with someone going through a human experience and changing.
Mm. Okay. So let me get Yana in and Leah.
Okay, I'm back from my hiatus temporarily. What do you believe is the correct way to use love languages? See, I'm in, a very young, new relationship. So it's easy for me to say, like, oh, just learn your partner's love languages. But as Jane said, people do, I would hope change and grow and morph into different ideas. So I feel like when you feel like something is not working, or a love language that you once thought was working is no longer like, doing it for that person, then you have to reassess yourself in the relationship. And that doesn't mean like all of your efforts go unnoticed, but that does mean things do on both sides have to get tweaked. And that comes with communication too. So right now, I may be into physical touch, but I may get sick of him touching me. So you need to step it up somewhere else. But that also comes with having an open line of communication, and both parties have to be good at communicating. I feel like that's where a lot of relationships fail, is because people do not know how to go through the waves of change because they haven't even established clear boundaries and communication skills. So if y'all are fighting from day one and going off on each other and cussing each other out for stupid crap, how could you think that this could be, sufficient throughout change? Um, is love subjective or objective? Can you explain that a little bit? I'm working with one brain cell right
So we
now.
only doing one at a time. I noticed everybody was. That's why I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, okay.
But we just doing the first one for
Okay.
now.
I'll be quiet.
Let's get Leah in.
Um, Stop manipulating people with love languages. What do you believe is the correct way to use love languages? And you said we're staying on that one, right?
Yeah, we just doing that one. Or you could just tell me first. You can say how you feel about the topic, and then you do the first prompt.
Okay. I think your topic is interesting. It seems, like a pretty decent question or whatever. The first prompt, what do you believe the correct way to use a love language? When you want affection and quality time, you figure out what they're into to communicate that you want to spend quality time with them, or that you appreciate them for just loving you and listening to you and being supportive of you. Those are ways.
So did everybody go? I guess it's an open panel from this point. If anybody agree, disagree, or wanted to add something to it, and then after that, I'll say my point of view.
I got a question with this gift giving thing. So a lot of people want to conflate the gift giving to just giving a whole bunch of gifts when really they're supposed to be meaningful. Like you're supposed to know the person already. And then that's how you're supposed to be giving them gifts. Like if somebody has like a favorite author, all of a sudden one day for your spouse, you get them their favorite author's new book. Things that mean something, not necessarily Jimmy Choo shoes because, you went out on one date with the lady. And then in the very beginning of a relationship, isn't it supposed to be that you're learning each other at that moment? So telling them that I love words of affirmation, that will be kind of strange for somebody to tell me that on like a second, third, or fourth date when I'm trying to get to know you as a person. So you might have liked that with somebody else because of the way they said it to you. It was endearing. But what if my words of affirmation is being an asshole? You may not like my words of affirmation.
Well, I think, to be honest with you, if you're upfront about yourself, like in the beginning, I think it makes things a lot easier in the end, right? And I do think we need to stop putting on these masks when we date, right? And this is coming from the Indian side of me, the part Indian side, like whatever, I don't care what you call it, but like, so for me, to be honest with you, when I do go on dates with Indian guys and stuff like that, it's very upfront. It's, what do you expect of me? Can I provide it? If yes, no, and then like we proceed accordingly. And I don't know, like we just get straight to the point. Like we just want to know. So for example, if you say, for example, you said, my love affirmation is gifts, right? And he's like, well, I can't always get you a gift because a lot of times I'm so boggled down in my mind that when I go places, I don't think about anything else but work. So I won't be able to pick you up something. Okay, well, then that's fine. That just means you're not compatible. Like, I just feel like we need to be more open and honest about it. I think a lot of people are getting hung up on the fact of love language when it really is just how do you feel appreciated? That really is all it boils down to, is how do you feel appreciated? Do you feel appreciated when, if you're in a situation and you have to wash dishes all the time and the guy never helps out, but he buys you gifts all the time, but does that make you really feel appreciated though? I think it really does all go back to, do you know yourself, right? So that's the initial step of dating that I think a lot of us miss. Is I feel like
But
a lot
wait,
of people.
if I'm buying you a bunch of gifts that you asked for, though, you better get over there and wash them damn dishes. I'm just saying, like, I mean, what you want me to still wash the dishes when I'm giving you what you asked for and probably more?
No,
Make it
that's
make sense.
Yes.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, how do you feel appreciated?
What do you
So,
mean? But by me getting you what you asked for,
okay, wait, can I please? Or do you want to continue? So what I'm trying to say is, if someone perceives appreciation as acts of service, which is, oh, if I do the dishes Monday, you're gonna do it Tuesday, and all these other stuff, and that's how they feel appreciated. And you buy me gifts. Gifts is not gonna be how I perceive your affirmation. So I'm not asking you to buy gifts with doing all these other stuff. What I'm trying to say is, when you're trying to show someone that you appreciate them, if you don't show them in the way they interpret it, it's not going to come off well. Similarly, if gifts is my love language and you're doing dishes every other day, but every time you have to go out of town, you don't bring me back nothing or make me nothing, or I saw this little cute keychain at the gas station and I bought it for you because it reminded me of you. People are, people perceive things differently. I think that's what it all boils down to.
Can I respond to what Zeus says real quick? Um, yeah, just because you buy me a gift, you still have to contribute to our household. Like, I think that that's what people get confused, is because you are doing one part as a partner that you are automatically exempt from everything. So, no, just because you show me that you love me does not mean you are not obligated to help out in our household. I don't think that's fair. I think that's even more diminishing, because now you're telling me, if I buy you stuff, you now have to accept that as the only love I can give you. And now I am not required to do anything around the house. So, by that same logic, if I'm giving you everything that you want, then you shouldn't require anything else from me. No, it's just being an adult. Just
okay. Well,
Wait
just in
one second,
response to
Zeus,
that,
because I'm so sorry. So it's being used incorrectly. So the reason for the love languages is because there is a marriage there, and there are things that created the marriage to be dull. So they've gotten to a point where now it's just dull. They go see a marriage counselor. The marriage counselor listens to both sides. Then they say, hey, the communication, you guys are just not communicating properly, and it's the way that you guys are communicating. I think that you need communication in this way. And then I think that you need to be communicating in this way, because this is what your spouse is asking for, but you're not listening. You're just, you're not actively listening. You're just there for the moment. So it's for dull marriages. It's for marriages that have went through the test of time, and they are now seeking for some type of assistance to get back on track with their marriage. It is not for first, second, third dating, any of that. You're supposed to be getting to know each other. How are you creating a foundation for something that's new? It sounds confusing. It sounds like you're giving people stipulations before they even know you. So before I can know your last name, before I can know what you do for a living, before I can know how you operate, before I can know even if you wash and clean behind your toilet, you have to tell me to buy gifts? That sounds crazy. Gifts of Africa, or the gift giving, it's not just financial either. It could be something like, oh, well, she loved flowers before. Then she says, I still love flowers. You could go outside and grow a flower bed for her. It doesn't have to be something that's expensive. I think it's I think it's misused to the point where people are getting in these little microwave relationships and they're saying, I love gift giving. You know, first of all, it says gift giving, not gift receiving. So how are you going to tell somebody to buy you something? You know what I'm saying? So I think that most people are using it wrong. It's not meant for those that are learning each other. If you're not dating to learn the person that you're trying to get to know, but you're trying to give them a foundation of how to treat you, I feel like you're a very selfish person. You shouldn't be dating anybody because you're too wrapped up in your own shit.
That was gold, and that's. I thank you for speaking last time because I thought I thought I was in love before.
She wrapped
So let me
that
stop. I
one
keep
tight.
it.
And I was just looking at it too in a sense where, you know, just looking at it like because the woman she'll say her love language is words of affirmation or whatever, right? And like she was saying, she doing some dishes or whatever. I'm just kind of stuck there. But the acts of service would be the man doing what she asked because her love language is I don't know. They can make it confusing sometimes. That's why the manipulation part be real with the love language.
Zeus, don't giggle. Didn't I just say it just don't exist for people that's just dating? That
Hey,
it's for people that
everybody.
know each other already, and then their relationship, then they start growing. That's for people that's already growing together. You're growing.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, no,
You're
I agree with
growing
that
already, and
wholeheartedly.
you might have felt like you outgrew each other because maybe back in the day, 20 years ago, you used to love getting a whole bunch of gifts. Now it's like that's not the way that I see love and how I want it communicated to me. But let me
Yeah,
shut up and let J Love go.
it
What's
definitely a
up,
threshold.
y'all?
Yeah. What up, Jay?
What's up, Zeus? What's up, everybody? Hey, Kev. Nobody had to drop for me, y'all. I just wanted to come up here and speak because I see the love language conversation. Um, First of all, I agree with everything Jane said. Love languages is not about, so if your love language is a gift, typically people have more than one love language. Let's be clear about this. You typically have at least two love languages that speak to you in some form or fashion, right? So if your love language is gift giving and that's your only love language, you're lying. That's just not how that works, right? Um Secondly, your love language applies when, like Jane said, you're empty somewhere. So you know, people say that gift receiving is their love language. It's really not. That's really as Zeus says, it's a literal manipulation of your person. Because if gift giving is the only thing that person can do to show you that they love you, something's wrong with you. And like Jane said, gift giving is not just going and buying you something. A gift could be me walking in this house and hugging you because this is not something I typically do. So I'm going to walk up to you and put my arms around you because you know what? I'm giving you my love at this point in time. Like, what are we talking about? So let me go to the prompt. Stop manipulating people with love languages. Absolutely. Absolutely. Stop the madness. This is not how love languages work. They work with two people who have literally lost something and the thing that person used to do. It could be dating. You know, a lot of couples get married and they forget to date each other. It could be just dating. I want to be with you. I want to spend time with you. Okay, let's go out. That could be your love language. Affirmations. If y'all sitting around here and think y'all need somebody to always affirm y'all, y'all need help. Go learn how to affirm yourself. Period. I'm tired of people using other people to say, you are my happiness. My husband is not my happiness. He adds to it. So if you are in a relationship and you're requiring somebody to make you happy, you are putting your relationship in what they call an unaliving situation. Because at some point in time, the person you're with is going to get sick of always trying to make you happy. I promise you that. Because there's going to be things that they just cannot do, and you will always move the goalposts if you're looking for that person to affirm you and make you happy. What in the world? Go find somebody to help you. Go get some help. I'm telling y'all, go get some help and stop making these people be responsible, because it's not their responsibility. What do you believe is the correct way to use love language? You use love language when you're empty and you and that person aren't connecting. That's where your love language starts to come in. For instance, my husband's love language is financial. He wants me to be he wants me to participate financially in our household bills. So his love language is me understanding that. What these bills are, what they look like. I don't necessarily have to go pay them, but I have to know what's going on with them. That's his love language. But he doesn't sit and go, you're not talking my love language because you're not paying attention to the bills. If I'm not doing it every day, that's not how that works. My love language, physical touch, affirmations. But my husband doesn't always have to sit around and go, you're beautiful. Oh, I love you so much. Oh my God, you're just a queen floating down the stairs and you're walking like you're Jesus. No, my husband tells me, hey, I love you. Good job. I'm proud of you. Thank you. Words of affirmation. So the way you use them is to make sure that you're connecting with your person, not obliterating them and using and manipulating them. Is love subjective or objective?
Wait. Ain't there yet? Not yet. Not
Oh,
yet.
we ain't at that one. Okay, I'm
Not
sorry.
yet.
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
You
We
know,
gonna savor, and we gonna savor some of that preacher. You know, we love
I'm
it when you
just
come up here. We gonna
listen.
savor some of that.
This is the problem with people in relationships. The expectations are through the roof. Stop the expectations. Understand the boundaries. Don't cross them, and your relationship will go far. The problem that a lot of women have is that women do not have boundaries. They have expectations. And those two things are different. If I expect you to do something in regards to me and then turn around and get mad because you dropped the ball on the expectation, I set you up. I'm setting you up for failure when I put expectations on you. Ladies, get some boundaries. Whatever that boundary is, get some boundaries. But when y'all expect a man to take you out to dinner, you expect a man to pay all the bills, you expect a man to love you and just never see anything else, and all he can tunnel vision is you. You expect for him to just do whatever you want. When you set them expectations, I'm telling you, you're setting yourself up for failure. I don't care who you are and how you slice that apple. If y'all have kids, think about it. You expect your kids to go to school and make good grades. When that report card comes home, you're expecting A's and B's. But when it comes home, you got a report card full of C's. Who did you set up? Them children, yourself, or both? But when I tell y'all this, y'all think it's funny and it's a joke. This is why a lot of y'all are single right now. Because y'all don't understand. Y'all put expectations on men that don't even apply to them. But because as a woman, you want to tell a man how to be a man and speaking these love languages, y'all end up by yourselves and upset. But hey, 2 F's, 3 A's, and 2 B's. That's all I got for you. And I'm laying right there.
Nice. Okay. Okay.
I just want to trade everything I got to be her man. I think she knows what's up, honey. I would love to. You got any sisters? I think I'm gonna be a dude tomorrow. She got a down pat. I promise you, y'all got it made out here, honey. I don't need this womb no more. I want to trade. I need a Smex change for real. I was on the wrong live. I think she's the one that was on the other one talking just like this. I can't wait to become a guy. Ooh wee. I can't
on the
wait.
same.
One day.
Yes, we were on the live together a little while.
Yes, man. You speaking a word, honey. Look, you got everybody, all the guys, all happy and stuff. You talking so nice. They happy for you, and I can't wait to be a man either. You know what to do. You understand
In today's
hardships
time,
and
you could be a
expect
man if you
nothing.
want to. In
Well,
today's time, you could be a man today.
it
You could be
comes
a man.
to it
You
literally
can't
comes to
now.
31 years of being with the same man. I've been with my husband for 31 years. But, you know,
Good job. And he says
Hey
good job
Leah.
to you. He says
Hey
good
Leah.
job to you.
my husband
Leah.
tell
Hold
me,
on, Zeus. Hold
yeah,
on, Zeus. He says good job.
absolutely.
Good girl.
He says good
Okay.
job. He says
Mm.
a lot of things. Tell you
Mm.
some of the things.
What do you do? What do you No, I'm gonna give you
It's just real,
okay.
honey. Renee
Well,
is real, and that's
he doesn't really have to say good job. He just shows me when I come in his house
Yeah, I'm bitter.
that
I'm
more.
bitter, burned, Babeline. I'm so bitter. I don't
No,
have a man to tell me
I
good
literally
job.
no, I literally have a husband who pays every bill in my house. Always has and always will. It's
I
just
don't
what
hear
it
Mhm.
bitter.
is.
I don't hear you bitter. I mean, I don't. I mean, I hadn't heard you talk long, but I didn't hear that you were bitter. I heard
I
freaky.
didn't hear she was bitter either. I don't
No,
know
I'm talking
why
about.
I'm being
Oh, I
called
was talking
bitter.
about whoever they were. Oh, I thought they were talking about you, Leah. But I'm saying I ain't hear
I don't.
bitter.
I hadn't said anything. I don't know why they're calling me bitter.
All right. So let me.
I was just. She said some interesting things.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. I'll let her learn. I better follow her. Though. She be
I
good.
mean, y'all better get trained. I don't know what these women around here doing, having standards and stuff. Y'all better get with the program.
So do you
Y'all
think
know
I don't
he
have
trying to lay y'all
standards?
down.
Are you saying I
I
don't
know
have
we trying to.
standards?
No, I'm saying for women who may lack standards should listen to you, because what if they're too high? What if they're just too high? You know, we don't want women out here with too high of expectations. So
Well,
we gotta be a little
well,
bit more, easier, right? Dating
that's
should be
not what I
easy.
said. That's not what I said.
Oh no, you didn't say that. You didn't have to say that. You didn't have
No,
to
that's
say
not
that.
what I
But
said. What I said
I didn't say you
was,
said it.
yeah, I didn't say
But you're
that.
just saying that they shouldn't be too high. They
No,
should
what I'm
not be
saying
too
is,
high
it isn't even about being
because what?
high. It's about being realistic. Women live in
What's
delusional
realistic to
land.
you?
It,
What's realistic to you?
what's realistic is understanding who your man is.
Oh.
Most of y'all don't even understand yourselves. So how in
So
the
what
hell
if
if
we
you
do
don't?
understand ourselves and
Then
we
you
are
damn
living
sure don't understand
realistic
a
and we
man.
have, well,
All right.
what
So yeah.
if?
Let me talk about this though, cause y'all done made your own conversation. Let me get a. Let me get.
Kev, you a smart man. You a smart one.
And I'm like, what the heck? Yeah,
I
we about
mean,
to
it's
do.
just it's
I mean,
heartbreaking,
hold on. I
honestly, and
mean, Sean about to
embarrassing.
talk
But
next though. Yeah.
to each his own. I cannot
I guess I'm trying to
recruit
understand what
Bro, what
makes her
is going
standards so
on,
high.
though? Hold up real quick. I don't know what's going on,
What
bro.
what but Kev, what makes your standards so high? What gives anybody the right to walk around here and act like they're so high that they have this, oh,
But
I'm
what
just
gives you
great.
the right to think that they should not? Is my question
You
to
can have all the
you.
high standards you want. I never said that you
Okay.
can't have high standards. What I'm saying is most women's
Sound
high
like you
standards
didn't want them
are
to.
delusional.
That's all.
Why? No, what I want for black women
So
is
are
for,
you muting mine and not hers? Are we both to be quiet, or you want us both to talk?
well, I'm literally what I and
Yeah.
I don't know
Ha
who went up the
ha!
Well,
button.
well,
I
actually,
knew it.
Yeah.
I was just,
Why
I
they
was
both get dropped? J Love ain't.
Yeah,
J
cause
Love.
I've been said leave it alone, but no, I'm gonna let him up in a minute though. I'm just trying to let the next two people go. Jay already knows I'm no more. She know I'm gonna let her back up, but let me let what's her name? Let me let Sean go real quick.
Yeah, you brought this topic up from yesterday, man. See what I'm
I
saying?
told
We
you I
supposed to
was
left
gonna
this
do this
on fan
regardless. I
base.
told you.
Okay, now you really tricked me. Let me tell you what you did, man. You really manipulated me. You talk about manipulation. Your ass manipulated me with this love language shit, and you had me on board with this love language studying and shit. And I never even agreed with the shit in the first place. Now you just switch back over. So let me tell you this.
I
Uh,
never didn't switch from that. You must have heard it wrong.
okay, I must have heard it. I must have heard it wrong. Uh, So I'm gonna get away from the love language, right? I'm gonna go with you could say standards, right? I have certain things that I require that I say, okay, I know what I could give myself. So when I deal with a woman, this is what I expect from that woman. Some people say don't expectations, but it's a requirement, it's a standard, it's a boundary, whatever you want to call it. If she can't meet those, if she's willing to cross those boundaries, she's not the woman for me. And I don't believe that no one should have to uh kind of like not settle, you know what I'm saying, with a boundary. So to me, if it's a certain way that I feel like from the opposite sex, something that I want and I know that turns me on, that gets me going and shit like that, and what I like just from my dating experiences, I'm going to require that. So I don't know if that's a love language. I don't know if it's a love language, if it's a boundary, or it's an expectation. But to me, I'm not going to settle for nothing less outside of that. So I wouldn't call it a love language. I just call it's my boundaries.
Feel that? That makes sense.
Because hold on, I got another one. So if we talk about it's a form of manipulation, right? So that means that when I hear us men say that we value respect over love, someone could say that is manipulation then, right? So so
Um,
so we have to be careful when we talk about what's manipulation as far as love language, because I hear most men, majority of men say that we value respect over love. And someone I heard creators say, I'm not gonna say the names, but I heard creators say when men say they value respect over love, that is manipulation. I heard several lives like that.
yeah, I think what they mean by that though, which
One,
yeah,
well,
'cause
because
that
one
does.
becomes before the other.
What
Because
the heck was
with
I not talking though? That is crazy.
oh
What
my
is
bad,
going
my bad.
on?
My
What
fault.
is going
It
on? I
came
must be
out.
my
It
mic
just
or
came
something.
out.
You, I'm gonna let you go in a sec. Matter of fact, you can go. You can go. You go ahead. And then,
My bad. I'm just, I know you. I don't know if you're going to say the same thing or not, but it just because one comes before the other. I think that's why respect comes before love. I mean, in my opinion.
oh, okay. I guess we was gonna be different though. I was gonna say that I never understood it. I think what I get what they talking about because it don't make sense. I believe that they look at love, I mean respect as a form of love. So I think they only say that I value this over love because a lot of people like throwing that word. That's what we're gonna get to the is love subjective thing because people like throwing that word love out and it don't even really be love. It be something else though. But I think overall, they just look at they say men look at respect as love, or if they're being respected, that's a form of love to them though. But it's so many different things. But I can get they just trying to go back to the biblical thing with the husband and wife. But that was the only reason why they used respect in that because that's when men were actually leaders and all that stuff or whatever. So if they're in a leading thing, you would kind of submit to your authority and stuff. That would be viewed as love and all that stuff or whatever. And just like they say, her husbands love your wife, like so it's more of a sacrifice though. So that's how women view love. But we already know today, we know today that neither one of them look at that side that way, and they just mix it up and make it whatever way though. But yeah, I don't think
I,
it's one over the other. It's so many different ways to express or show love. So.
I guess I could understand it at the same time because I see, like, especially when you hear, I really don't know if people really know what love is because I see people say they love people and cheat on them. I see people say they love someone and they'll unalive them. I see people say they'll love them but not show respect. So to me, I understand it. You can't sit here and say you love me, but you undermining everything that I say as a man. I'm not going to feel that love if I feel like you're not respecting me at all. So I understand that. So some people say it go hand in hand, but majority of relationships, it don't go hand in hand because you see it all the time.
Yeah, I would say you can love people and cheat on them. That's two different things, though. But
Love and
I don't
cheating
think
don't
you
have
can.
anything. Love and cheating don't go hand in hand, and I think a
yeah,
lot of people think that it does, but it doesn't.
So you
right.
could love somebody and cheat on them?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Explain that to me. Explain that to me. Because I
Kev,
don't think that's love at all.
uh,
That ain't love.
no, it's selfish is what it is, but it doesn't mean just because you're selfish doesn't mean you don't love your partner or
Right.
your husband
Or
or
you
your
had a
wife.
selfish moment. You had a
Right?
selfish
You're in the
moment. That's all
selfish
that is.
mode, but it
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you don't love them. It means that at that moment there was something that's missing.
Yeah.
Now, do I condone cheating? No. Do I
Right.
understand it? Absolutely. I understand it. I understand where it can come from, but it doesn't have anything to do with love. And Kev is right. Respect and love, when it talks about man and woman, that is a biblical principle because men understand respect. And like if a woman never said, I love you, if she always says, babe, I just respect you so much, most men are going to receive that over I love you, I love you, I
Hmm.
love you, I love you. Because to them, love is like they looking at you like, huh? You know what I'm saying? It's not so biblically, respect and love is the same. It's a circle, right? A man is not going to show his wife love if his wife is not showing him respect. It is a ever circle. It's a big circle that just continually goes around and around and around. Because if you think about it, when a woman stops respecting a man, that man instantly withdraws how he feels about her. He withdraws and he holds it back. He doesn't do the things that he typically does. And I ain't talking about paying bills and blah 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 because that's adulting. I'm talking about those things that men go out of their way to do to show that woman love. So it is a circle.
I just want to bring up that you can love someone and still cheat. I think love is an action. It's also an emotion, right? Starts off as an emotion. Love versus commitment. Commitment and loyalty are choices. So you could still love someone and still cheat on them. Some would say no. That's why it's subjective, right? If they keep repeatedly doing it over and over and over again. But having self control is personal. Being able to respect and honor and have that commitment for whatever you have going on is personal. But love is that emotion is going to be there. So
Damn, hold on. So damn, you could cheat on somebody when you like their ass, and you could cheat on them when you look. What's the point of all this falling in love
that
shit
means
everybody
that
out
they're
here
not
doing?
committed.
Right.
Just like you could love someone from a
God damn.
distance, you can also love someone and not be completely committed to them. If that person chooses to leave, your emotion doesn't change towards
Just like,
them.
oh,
Yeah,
Many
that's
I was about to
okay.
say,
times
So you,
just like,
you may
just,
cheat and feel messed up about breaking the commitment. That doesn't mean you stop loving them because you had a action of cheating. That means that you dropped the ball with commitment and loyalty.
I get where Sean is coming from. I think Sean, because you yourself know that you could never see yourself doing that if you love someone. Maybe you love really hard. But I think, yeah, it's hard for you to comprehend how somebody else could do that and still love. But
yeah,
yeah, personally, I couldn't do that, but it's possible.
yeah. I think once we step outside of our own, that's all I'm about to say. I've been understood. Yeah, I get what he's saying though, but the thing is, once you step out and realize that some people, that is two different things though, and I could just see that because those take two different like type of acts. So one of them is like somebody fighting against. Sometimes you could be fighting against your temptation or whatever, and you happen to do some. You end up, setting your. Because some people are just not that smart for real. Some people end up. That's why some people don't know that they might be provoking things or be around certain type of energy or something like that, and not realizing. That's why I always speak on that prevention is the best way to protect yourself. Because humans are humans. You know what I'm saying? You being all of a sudden you might been drinking or not, right? You could be chilling and with this chick and feeling down one day. You love this girl so much or whatever, and girl, but you just love her so much, but then you just feeling bad because she might have hurt you or something like that, and you and some other woman around like, oh baby, something like that, and then next minute she doing whatever to you and stuff or whatever. But that don't mean that you don't love your girl. You just was hurt. You know what I'm saying? You might have did it. I mean, it's so many things that can happen to it, but it's like, because it's not me myself. I probably wouldn't do the same thing, but I'm thinking about, I'm putting myself in other people's shoes. Realizing that many things can happen. Those are two different type of things, though. So
You know why I said every time I've seen. Well, I'm gonna give two more things. I'm gonna go ahead and mute up. I'd rather have loyalty then, right? Because if me and you are homeboys, uh, as long as me and you cool with each other, I won't talk. I won't tell nobody your secrets, right? But if me and you stop talking, that's when you start seeing people start telling their secrets because they no longer cool with that person, right? But loyalty is no matter if we cool or not, I'm not gonna reveal your secrets, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep that loyalty no matter what. So, and when I hear people talk about cheating, and then let's say let's say a man cheat on a woman, or vice versa. The moment you find out somebody cheating, then they try to hit you with that, but I love you, baby. They're gonna be like, nigga, you ain't
You know
love me.
that bitch.
You ain't love me. They're gonna always say that. So I'm going off what people say in the midst of when they find out they got cheated on. Most people say you can't hit them with that I love you in the midst of. They're gonna be like, you didn't really love me. If you love me, love would have kept your ass home. Most people say that shit when they get cheated on. So they feel like the person didn't love them. So I'm going outside of my own
yeah, I
experiences.
was
I'm going out what most people say.
Can I say something,
yeah, I
Kev?
would say go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say this, Sean. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, but let me tell you what I know about a lot of women. A lot of women will get cheated on. They will break up with the man, and then 2, 3 years down the line, when they haven't found another good man, you know what they say? I could have forgiven him, and we could have worked through it. The problem with cheating is that a lot of the times, especially if you're in a relationship of longevity, so let's say I ain't talking about, your 6 month relationship or nothing like that. I'm talking about two people that have had longevity. Most of the time, somebody ends up cheating because they're missing something, they're lacking something. And a lot of the times, especially a lot of the times they will tell that person, hey, I need this or I'm missing this, and their person will ignore it. And then that's when it typically kind of starts tumbling down the hill, right?
Are you talking about from a one man's perspective?
I'm talking about just the perspective of cheating.
No, from a
Oh my
woman's
God. Oh
perspective.
my God.
Okay,
Oh my God.
look.
Okay,
Here's
so
the
please,
difference.
you
Here's the
literally
huge
you
difference.
literally just interrupted everything I was saying. Like literally just
Ask a
interrupted.
question.
Just through my whole thing. I was talking to Sean, giving Sean a response, and you just literally interrupted me. Can you just let me finish? That's it. That's all. At the end of the day, a lot of times a person will end up cheating, and it's because something is lacking somewhere. But because you cheat does not mean I don't love you. It just means that right now at this moment, I'm lacking something, it's
Mm-hmm.
not fixed, and I'm going to go out there and I'm going to get that thing fixed. And I'm going to be selfish about it because you know what? I've been asking Sean. Let's just role play it for a second. I've been telling Sean I feel neglected. He's not paying me attention. Now, Sean might be in the midst of working and trying to make sure that the household is taken care of, but Sean is not, and so Sean may be being neglectful. Well, after 3 or 4 or 5, 6, 7 months of me telling you that I'm neglected, then you got some dude over here that's making you feel a little bit better about your situation. You end up cheating. You make a conscious choice because it is a conscious choice to cheat. That doesn't mean I don't love Sean anymore. That just means that right then at that moment, I needed something that he wasn't giving me. Now,
Yeah.
Sean's probably not going to forgive me when he finds this out. I'm gonna be all kind of bitches and all them other things, and it's probably gonna be over. But that doesn't mean that I don't love you. It just means that I was being selfish right then at that moment. That's
Mm-hmm.
all it means.
Is there a chance? Is
Wait,
there a chance
before
that?
you
Oh, go ahead.
before you go, because y'all about to add more on it, because I did want to say something. I was gonna say like also like this how And like I said, ain't nobody trying to condone the cheating and all that stuff. I'm like I said, I'm explaining how weak people are, and weak people can still love people. They just weak at that moment. That's why we keep specifying at that moment, right? Because like I said, some people, some people like, I didn't. But I'm gonna put it this way too. Now you could tell if they love you or not, right? I think a person that love you, they'll try their best to hide it from you and not tell on themselves or something like that. A person that don't love you, they just gonna cheat regularly and don't care. You know what I'm saying? If you do catch them, you gonna catch them. That's a person you could tell that don't love you because they just
No,
don't.
I
You
So
know. So
disagree, brother. A
hold on,
lot
let,
of
let
these
me go
people,
right quick. Let me go real quick.
like,
let
I'm sorry,
Sean
it's
marinate
not
with
my
that.
turn. I will
Yeah,
let my.
let Sean marinate on that. I know you disagree, but let him at least marinate on what I just said for a little bit.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna disagree with anything you said. I was gonna give a different perspective real quick. I was gonna say how I look at that, right? Because damn, I'm finding it hard to hear what y'all are saying. I really am, right? Because if that's the case, I don't ever want love because majority of the time when you go into relationships, you hear people say this all the time, but they always end up cheating, right? When they say, "Well, I don't cheat," I might as well just leave if I'm a cheat. But from what I'm hearing is people that love you, they don't just dump you and be like, "Hey, I'm done." They typically find someone else in the midst of fucking your heart up, and then they cheat, and then you find out. Then they be the main one saying, "Well, I don't cheat. If I just don't want to be with you, I just leave you." That's a damn lie. It seems like most people always want to have a backup plan before they leave where they're going, right? So I just believe this, right? Because I used to be a serial cheater. Let me just say that, and I'm gonna go off of my experiences and what I've seen other people, right? I believe that people who don't love themselves are people who cheat. I
Right.
believe that it's nothing. If you love yourself, you will not cheat on the person that you're with. You will leave,
Right.
right? Because for you to have to go outside of yourself to find happiness, that shows me that you don't love yourself. So if you don't love
True.
yourself, you clearly can't love me. So you'll be easy to cheat on me. So if you don't love yourself, you definitely can't love me. That's why I don't consider that love.
Yeah, that go back to the weak person I was talking about. So here go, and you said that perfectly. But here go another one, so you can really understand it, right? Just like let's focus, and we both biblical, right? That's like saying, oh, a lot of us don't love God because we sin, But that's the reason why my baby said earlier. She said we are all flawed. So sometimes things may happen wherever we are weak at. So it is. That's why I'm saying it is possible to still love and still mess up. For people that's weak, they gonna mess up. They just weak people. But overall, it's. I mean, like I said, we claim we love God so much, and yet we still sin. He asks us not to sin. So so that's what I'll get to about that.
Well, God give grace. We ain't giving no grace on this cheating. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hold on, hold on. Hey,
Some people
God
have
gave
though, and
us.
some people's relationship got even stronger after the situation because they realized that person was so
It'll
weak.
never be me. Now,
Mm,
God
And I
gives
feel,
us
depends
I
on the
feel
grace.
you on
person.
that. I feel
God
you on
give us
that though.
grace, but I'm not giving no. I'm not giving no. I don't know. That's just think about that. I don't. Damn. Just the fact that somebody could love you and dog you the hell out, like somebody that love you could still show the traits of someone that hate you. That shit sound crazy to me. The
Sean, can I
person
ask
that
you a
love you could do
question?
the
Brother,
same
let
shit
me
someone that
follow
hates
you
you.
Can
up
I ask you
if
a
I'm
question,
allowed.
Sean? Sean, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
So is cheating the worst thing a person can do?
Nah, you can unalive me. That's the worst thing you could do. But cheating on me is outside of unaliving
Second,
me. That's the worst thing you could do.
yeah, second best.
Okay. All right.
Second
I was
worst.
just wondering, Sean. Thank you, sir.
And cheating to me is not just physical. If I see you, if I know you texting another dude or talking to another
Yep.
dude on the phone,
Yep.
Yep.
that's the same to
I
me.
feel that way too. They don't talk about that though. That's true though, because I believe a lot of women be cheating. Like no matter how they want to look, it might not be physical, but I feel like
Mm.
that should be just as bad. You should not be. That's that's true though. They be don't be saying the energy that they be over there sharing and talking to other men about their feelings and all. That's still cheating though in a way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's deep. Nobody want to talk about that. I'm about to make that a
No, no,
topic.
I'll talk about it. Am I allowed to talk?
Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
All right, all right. Look. Cheating for a man is very different from a woman. Very different. Very different. Look, if you're in a relationship with a man and he is like pursued a lot of women, that is, hey, that's what you expected. That's kind of what you expected him to be. You want that top tier man, like, to be around, right? And yeah, okay. Yeah, you don't want him to succumb to the wills of other women because you know other women are treacherous. Other women see a man who is marriageable as someone they can conquer, and they will do whatever it takes. Even your best friend will do that. Even your sister will do that. Men are different. A man with a strong friend group won't do that. They're not going to do that. They're not going to, like, okay, if that woman belongs to you in any capacity, he's not going to hit on you. That's it. That's a strong male's friend group. So if you this is what I mean. If this man commits to you as a woman, to be married to you, to be like in a relation, even in a relationship, to be do so far as to be married to you, the ceremony and all that, and you cheat on him, that is far worse than him cheating on you because he gave you He gave you all these things he had to do. He sacrificed all these other people to be around. First of all, y'all don't want non-desirable men, right? Like, no, you're not like trying to find a guy who's just like, oh, I'm making sure he only wants me for me. No, you want a hot guy who you can convince to be with you. And if he's not, it comes to that, and he can, if he's really smart, he can just deal with the fact that he cheated on you, and you'll just deal with it, and he'll be sad, and he can come back or whatever. You know,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. I see what person talking. He's only one of them red pillars, man.
no,
Both of them the same
it's
thing.
not. It's not a red pill thing. It's
Both
not
of
even a
them the
red pill
same
thing.
thing. I don't like you. Once you do that competitive talking stuff, then that's when you done lost me already. No, cheating is cheating, no matter what the situation is. You talk about it's gonna hurt worse when it's a woman. Nah, man. Both of them
Because
are
it
the
is.
same exact thing. I don't know. That's one thing I just never like when we try to make it seem like it's right on one end and wrong on the other end. No, wrong is gonna be wrong on both sides or whatever the situation, black or white, purple, green, men, women, dog or cat is still wrong, man. No matter what the situation. I don't know why we be. Well, I give more, so when you cheat, it's gonna hurt me even. That's I don't. Nah, come on. We gotta get out them talking points, man. I ain't gonna lie. It used to make sense to me back then before I did that healing. You know what I'm saying? But man, nah. I can't ride
Well,
with that. I
why
can't
should
get
it
jiggy with
make
that.
more sense now? Are you
Man,
trying to fix
it
it?
makes no sense now because like when we start doing a
Why?
competitive talk, we get nowhere. That
Why?
mean we basically sound
No,
like
no,
you
no, no,
saying
no, no, no.
that's
Why?
why he said what?
Why? Why does that make
Yeah, I
more
was just
sense
about to
now?
say why. That ain't what you talking about. No, no, no. I'm saying that. I said when you come with the competitive thing, that's when things basically. Dang, man, now you made me forget what I said. Dang, I was getting to it. But
All right, all right.
basically,
I'll land it here. There's such a thing as sexual dimorphism. We are primates. Men are bigger than women, and a lot of women want to be protected by men. So when we try to like force equality through culture, that's where it fails. Because women want the best, biggest, strongest, handsomest man to be around.
I'm gonna just say
And
lead them
that's why
positive.
they cheat, and men only cheat to because the options are available to them. That's
Hey,
it.
Huggy.
Come on,
Huggy.
man.
Hey, Huggy, how many shots you done had tonight, bro?
None. I'm just gonna go to bed. Like
You don't you don't want
He
to
none.
sleeps.
you don't want to
I'm
debate
sitting.
I'm
people
I'm
with
I'm
sitting
gonna
on the
say this,
couch.
Huggy, man, because I know, like I ain't gonna lie, I understand. I heard even some of your talking points before, man. I think, like I said, you it's that once you still got that competitive mindset, man. I ain't gonna lie, and that's the reason why the gender wars go how it is, though, because it's gonna when we talk like this, it's gonna confuse the women. They not gonna get anything. They were like, hold up, you just basically you're enabling women. I mean enabling men to do what they do. That almost sounds like it's in a man's nature type stuff, and I hate that. I ain't gonna lie, I hate when I hear
Hey, I appreciate it. I like your live. I'll jump off. Hey, you have a great life.
gosh. Dang, is you at
I'll
least
say
trying
that
to?
before I leave. You have a
Dang, you ain't
great
trying to hear
life.
nothing, is you, boy?
Hey,
Okay.
hey, peace to all of you. Hey, happy
Big
Thursday.
Juice in the building. I ain't seen you in a while. Big Juice. What's the deal? All right. Come on, Huggy, man. I'm just trying to get us out that competitive mindset, man.
I mean, he ain't have to go. Just
That's because it starts stinging, you know? I ain't gonna lie, dog. If we talking like that, I think as us as men, we need to heal. We need to heal. Because at the end of the day, we'll never solve anything if we still saying, but women do this and men do that and all that other stuff. We'll never get anywhere. Yeah, please sleep. Yeah, sleep and marinate on what I just said, please. Yeah, just please do that. Because yeah, that stuff is that's why the women acting like the way they acting now. Because we sound like children. We sound like children. But you do it that way, and I bring this to the table, and you, man, that's no. Come on, man. Cheating is wrong. I don't care what the heck you did in your life. Cheating. What's up, Light Bright in the building? I see you down there. And Big Juice in the building too. What's up, man? How's Before I say this, I don't know. Is your business? Was it only on Instagram? Can I say it?
No, you may not.
Okay. Gotcha. Say less.
Just
All
kidding.
right.
They're good. They're good. They're good. They're
You know,
good.
okay,
We're
I was about to
good.
say. You know, I was
No,
about to
I
get to.
can't keep it no secret no more. I'm bigger than a
Okay, I was
house.
about to
No.
say it because you called me off guard. I was like, what the heck?
No, you know I'm playing with you. No, it's okay. Everybody, we're good. We
Oh,
doing
okay,
good.
so
I
that's
go to
cool that
the
you good. That's all. I just wanted to check in on that. That's all.
yeah.
I haven't
Thank
heard from
you.
you
I
in
appreciate it.
long time. Except for when I got cussed out on your live before. But that's a whole
I
nother
don't
thing.
remember that. I don't remember that. Why
Of
you
course
right
you don't
now? Hold
remember
on.
that.
Before we go any further, hello everybody on the live. I hope everybody's having a good evening. Why did you spell manipulating like this?
what's good with
Man,
you?
leave me alone, dog. I wasn't even looking,
Because
man.
I
How
know
you
that
the only
autocorrect
one that want
said
to come up here and say that, man?
autocorrect had it has said that's
Dang.
not right.
I saw it too,
I
Kel.
was,
I just didn't say nothing, but I saw
yeah,
it.
Manipulated
this because
team.
y'all real friends. Say nah.
Manipulated team,
Actually,
period.
it's the
Okay, I'm here
opposite.
for it.
I was looking. Now you got me looking at it. Now I can't unsee it. Now I was trying to type. So I hate when I do that. Now I gotta change it again. But whatever. We get it. Um. My gosh. Yeah, that junk irritated me. I don't like saying that. Light bright. What's the deal, man? Hold on.
Hello, hello, long time no see.
What's all right? Long time. Right.
Hi, sis. How
Uh,
are you, boo?
Go ahead,
here
get your.
too.
Go ahead, get your
Period.
hug. Go ahead, do your thing.
Y'all
I
sweet.
was just typing, I missed you, but I definitely got to call you. Works been kissing my ass. Like they have been kicking my behind.
Oh my.
They gave me, they gave me 3 stores, so now I'm running 3 stores.
Mm.
You running 3 now?
Yes,
Girl, you busy.
I'm
Boy.
trying. My first day off is tomorrow, y'all. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself.
Sleep.
Probably.
All
Oh, and
right.
Kev, congratulations.
Yes.
It's
My
nice to see you
baby.
happy.
Huh?
I
Aw,
said it's nice to see you happy.
Oh
You are
yeah.
welcome, Miss
I
Rachel.
don't like
You
when
got you
I
a
don't
good
like when people
one.
say that, man. I've
Why
been
not?
happy.
yeah,
I've
he
Oh, here
Yeah,
we go. Here we
y'all
go.
welcome. Y'all
happier.
welcome.
I've been happy. My Patty already know this,
Oh,
and
Here
she
we
gonna
go.
say I've been
And,
happy,
and,
but she added to my
if y'all need to
happiness.
hook up, I'm the love doctor. I hook these two together.
Oh my
You know what I'm saying?
gosh,
So if you're a woman or a man, you need some
if
help,
you believe
assistance with
that.
dating. Yeah, I
Mm-mm.
believe that. Yeah,
We,
yeah, yeah, I
we
believe
No,
that.
don't.
I'm talking
We don't
about
believe that.
if anybody listening to that actually believe that, just go to sleep, go to bed.
yeah. But yeah, that's my baby for real, man, y'all. But my bad, I forgot. I gotta be professional. All right, all right. So Uh, all right. So who was Oh, let's juice him and like I said, stop manipulating people in love language with the love languages. So I spelled what I spelled. Say.
Manipulated team. I'll go ahead and answer them real quick.
All right.
Thank you, Kev. So I don't. I guess I'm trying to figure out. Maybe you can give me like a concise example on just so I can understand a little bit better. How do people manipulate people with their lung? Like just an example.
I can't give you the cheat code yet. I can't even do that. I
Okay. Do
gotta.
you mean like somebody saying, okay? I just thought about it. Okay. I would say a way somebody can do it, and I illustrating it so that I can answer the rest of the questions, right? If someone says my love language is I like receiving gifts, and I am a gift giver. I am an acts of service person. I think it's very manipulative to expect someone to me not to well expect them to do what you want, but you're not willing to put that effort out. I think that's a very manipulative way of doing things. Also, I think it's manipulative if you're saying your love language is this, but your personality is really not that. That's another way trying to get and obviously I'm talking about receiving gifts, monetary, however it is. Um, I think that people use the love languages this whole conversation into this is how I love, this is how I expect to be loved, without giving anybody the wherewithal or the space to show them how they love and see if that's acceptable as well. I don't think there's nothing wrong though with saying, "Hey, I want to be loved like this." I just think you need to exude that and reciprocate that. Um, yeah, I think, and then I'll just jump to the last one. People tend to mix up love and
No,
happiness.
no, no, nope, nope. You don't
Oh
do
well, I
like
just pretty much
that.
I pretty much just agree. I mean, said, well,
So
okay.
we just on the first one. We haven't even got to the second two. We just only on
Oh,
the first.
okay.
Just the first one. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I think. Thank you.
What do you believe? That's the first one. Well, the actual first one is what do you believe is the correct way to use? Oh, well, I guess you basically kind of answered
To
that.
reciprocate to give space
Mhm.
for another person to show their love, but as well a correct way to use your love language is to reciprocate it. I would
Okay.
think that that is just the best way to do it. You can't expect nothing from somebody if you're not willing to put it out. I just don't think that's right.
Facts.
Hey,
I
can
just
I
thought
ask
about
a
this. So
question?
is that it? Jim, what'd you say, Gemini?
No, I just wanted to ask Big Juicy if so like when you say reciprocate, you mean are you saying like if you want gifts then you should buy gifts, or are you saying that if you want gifts and they want physical touch, then you give physical touch and they give gifts?
Good question.
Well, that's a different that's a little bit different of a question. I'll answer it though. I would say number one, to start off with, give people space to show you how they love. I think that we that's just as an umbrella prerequisite or pre-notion, right? Get people to show you how they love. And then when I say reciprocate, if now the person their love language is not gift giving, then that's fine. But I think that in the idea of we talking about manipulation, to say that and I've seen women do this, and I'm not saying that only women do this. I'm just saying that speaking as a woman, oh, I want this, I need that, I need my nails and I need my hair. Are you paying for his haircut sometimes? Are you making sure that he gets his pedicure done or whatever he likes? Or are you even offering it? Right? Now, it's okay for him to reject it, but I'm just saying at least have the offer on the table to say, hey, I'm willing to at least put out and reciprocate. Maybe not on the same level, but I'm ready to reciprocate is what I'm requiring. If that makes sense a little bit more, Gemini. I don't know.
Okay.
You
Yeah, I
said
get
that
it.
so perfectly, honey. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate
Oh,
you.
you're welcome, Jamie.
All right. So I guess it's my turn now because everybody went, and then we gonna go to the other one because I'm gonna make sure we gotta get through these though because this gonna be the heavy one. I know the second one gonna be heavy though because I know we about to see how this gonna go because I know this gonna be kind of deep. But so the first two, what are dang, what the heck? I'm even saying it how I spelled it. Ain't that so? But Stop manipulating. So I'll say the reason. I mean, ways that they manipulate people is kind of like what Big Juice said. Um, is that what they do is like they kind of expect people. They'll put it out a lot, like they put it on profiles or say it at the beginning and then start using it in a way as in, well, you don't love me unless you show that. Why don't you go out your way and show me? It ain't no one sided thing. You being selfish and all that. So I feel like that's a way of manipulating people because you're not doing what they asked you. And I, like me myself, I believe in genuine stuff. So now we're gonna get to the next part, right? Of how I believe is how the correct way of using it. So two ways I look at it, right? So say if people are is deep into love language, because I believe that you should learn all five of them. If you only just prefer one or two, then I think you got to look within yourself of why you can't rotate them, which should be another way to use it. Rotate the love languages instead of just preferring one, and then ask yourself why you prefer whatever. So that's another way. Another one should be okay, if you know these love languages, right? Or if you say you have the specific one, uh I think I kind of about to say the same thing a little bit. Well, you got the specific one, you're supposed to use it to say, all right, this is my starting point. Now let me learn how to learn the other five ways, even though I believe it's more than just five ways of love languages. But you say, okay, I want to learn even more. Oh, my baby, good, thank you, good looks. Um, Also, okay, that's two. And then the other way, right? I believe it should be used as a vetting tool instead of saying this is what I want. This should be something that you be observing of, right? So I notice because I be always telling people the story. I can notice people's love language without them have to tell me, right? And I think people should do that. If you want somebody to love you genuinely, I'm gonna say that. If you want them to love you genuinely or authentically, I love saying that word all messed up. But if you want people to be authentic with the love, then don't say nothing. See if a person is paying attention to you. Why y'all so in a rush to tell somebody that I just want to let y'all know this is part of communication. This is the way y'all love. No, let them figure it out to see if they really paying attention to you. Because I had realized I realized things about my friends, some people in my family, some people the way they express love is through words of affirmation, right? So I noticed that they only notice it. Yep. Down there, that's how you spell it. They do it through words of affirmation, but that's me, right? Because I'm grateful for every last piece of love. That's why I say you should learn all five of them ways, or you should be able to give yourself all five of them first, so you don't be having to ask somebody else. But that's why, I love my baby. Said that one live yesterday. She said, "This how you basically." I took it out of what she said. It's like if you say it's not a trauma or this is or you didn't just only learn it from your parents, then why do you like kind of prefer the other one and you're not open to be receptive to the other one? You just got to be stuck on basically that primary one that you keep going to. If you can understand love for being love, you know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna understand love being love, why you keep preferring this one or two? That's how you know you got to do some work. So, like I said, it should how I believe view the like in the third one. I do want to really want to specify that the vetting, right? Because like I said, I noticed that I got a friend and I got a couple people, right? So I use my friend as an example. I ain't gonna say his name, but I realized that the way he expresses love is giving. He ain't had to tell me that. I just noticed it because I'm like, no, he have a hard time saying I love you. He don't really do hugs like that. And another one I noticed is quality time. He always want to spend time with his friends and stuff or whatever. So I realized it's quality time and give. It's something he never had to tell me, but that was an observation because that's part of vetting, right? So I believe those are the ways you should correctly use love language. Not to tell people this is how you must do it, and then wait till somebody line up with you and do it. Because we know we come with the expectation after somebody say it and think somebody just gonna, okay, now that I said it, they're gonna mold and get to what I want. You know what I'm saying? So that's my point of view on that. So y'all can say how y'all feel about it, disagree, whatever, and then we gonna
But
get
you
to
know
this.
what, Kev, and to piggyback on what you just said, also when you have to tell a person what your love language is, and that person starts doing your love language, you typically go, "You ain't mean it anyway. You ain't mean it anyway."
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? A person will feel like, all right, you told me your love language is gift giving. All right, here I am. I'm buying you gifts, and the gifts they don't hit because you aren't really sincere about it. People's love languages, you need to be sincere about them, no matter what they are. And like you said, if you study the person that you're with and understand who they are and not what society is trying to tell you it should be, you will get a long way further by doing it that way versus what
I
the
would
world says.
agree with that, if I can. I do agree, and I don't disagree with anything y'all are saying, but I don't think that there's anything wrong. Simultaneously, I don't think there's anything wrong with telling somebody how you want to be loved. Now, in the beginning state, I think there is a time and a place for everything. There's an appropriate time, right? So if I meet you in the first week and I'm like, I like this, I like that, well, that kind of just is a bit disingenuous, and maybe for some, maybe for not. But if I tell you that if we fall in love, we like the vibe, or we fall and we for the vibe for each other, and you really like me, and your language is a word, your language is words of affirmation. Mine is quality time. You work all day, and you sending me these long paragraphs on how I can love myself. That's all well and dandy, but that doesn't fulfill me. And if you love, and on this, and also simultaneously, I feel like if you do love me, if it's true, again, if these things are not genuine, if it's not a sincere person, then I guess the conversation doesn't stand. But if I can tell you, hey, baby, I appreciate this, and I do receive it, and I don't just throw it away. But hey, I could also use this. This is also a way I could be loved. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm gonna agree with Kev when it comes down to just showing within action. So if you're with the person that you're dating, right, and they're constantly having to put one of their body parts on you, say they rest their feet on you, or they like to cuddle when they watch a movie, well, clearly they like physical touch. If you buy them something and say like, even conversations like, do you like flowers, or are you into surprises? If they say no about surprises, 9 times out of 10, please don't surprise them with a gift because they say they don't like surprises. But if you give them a gift and, they're kind of standoffish and they're like, well, thank you, or they might say this feels a little awkward, then it might not be gift giving. You know what I'm saying? So, at certain things, once you're learning someone, the element of surprise, I feel like now everything has to be defined into something, or people just want to rush and have these microwave relationships. And that's why they're not lasting. Because if you're wanting to last with someone for the rest of your lives, then you don't want to rush the process because you're going to grow tired of that person after 20, 30, 40 years. You're just going to, eventually you're going to grow tired, and those love languages are going to come into play. Whether you're going to see somebody about them or whether you're sitting down and having the conversation with your spouse, things need to be freshened up after a while, and that's for any marriage. Because you grow, like I said earlier, people grow, people find new interests, people find new hobbies, people sometimes find new jobs. So the idea is to grow with that person. And one day they might not want to cuddle anymore. Maybe the woman is getting older, she's having some hot flashes. She don't want to cuddle no more. And now it's not cuddling. Now it's not physical touch anymore, or they might have been hinting around at, oh, I like this or I like that. Hinting at, I would like a gift. You just have to pay attention to the person that you're with. But I do feel like some people are using it, these conversations like a cheat code. It's like, I just want to rush the process. It's no longer those meaningful conversations or the element of surprise, or I just learned something new about you today. Now it's just hurry up and get to it. And that to me is just disingenuous.
Yep, and
I
that's what I
disagree with
let me
James. I
say this
disagree.
real quick. I always want to ask Juice this real quick. Then you go. But I was about to ask. It was two things, right? So you said one part about the genuine, right? I think once you already done told this person, it's no longer genuine from that point because you already done told this person how to love you. You know what I'm saying? So now they got in their
I guess
mind when
I'm stuck on the idea of why, and I totally agree with what Jane was saying. I think that, or again, I don't disagree with anybody, but I guess I'm stuck on the idea of if you are doing something and I love you and you love me, and I may need you in a different, like Jane just said, in a different facet, in a different on a different angle of the spectrum of love or whatever. Me telling you, hey, this is what I would like from you if it's okay. I mean, I just I don't see anything wrong with that. But again, I agree. If you're coming off, I think a lot of people just come off in the beginning and say they like gift giving or they like gift receiving and acts of service. I'm just going to be honest with that. But go ahead, Cab. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I feel you. So let me ask you this. This the other one that's gonna kind of give me the. All right. So this the other question I have for you. Do you believe people deserve love?
Yes.
There you go. So that's all. I just wanted to hear that. That's what. Okay, I got you.
Yes, I do.
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
I don't. I don't. I really don't. So, there you go. I don't think nobody's entitled to it or not. I think people need to appreciate it when
From
they get it
me?
from another human being. But we
You
say
mean from
next.
me, Kev? Like you mean like do they deserve love from me?
No, I'm just saying overall, do people deserve love? That's all I'm saying. Do
Oh
people?
yeah, but of course. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yes, and that's all I'm about to say. And I come from an angle that people don't, because people. I think I come from an angle that people, if they give it to you, that should be greatly appreciated, because another human being don't have to give you anything. You know what I'm saying? And I can't waver myself off of somebody. You know, I think because it come with entitled. That's what hurts us, because we like, oh, I deserve this and I supposed to. You know, these but the most hurt people, because they keep putting themselves as in like they're entitled to love. Nobody's on this earth. Well, that's my opinion, right? Nobody's on earth is entitled to love. You just got to be grateful that another human being gave it to you. You know what I'm saying? You got to love yourself more than anything, you know, because that's the only person that can truly love you, and God, if you believe him. But yes, yeah, that's how I come from. And then
So
when I look at it that way, that's when I start actually having more gratitude and being thankful for people that actually go out their way and do anything for me. But yeah, go ahead, Sean.
the reason I don't see nothing wrong with being upfront is because, and what I'm about to say, I don't want to hear no that's apples and oranges, because to me it's apples and apples. God damn it. Uh, when you fill out a application for a job, you already know what the requirements for that job, right? But then when you go on an interview, the manager reiterate what those duties are, and they want to make sure that you can do those things even though you already read it already and you apply for that job. They want to make sure that you can do it. If not, if y'all have some disagreements in and there, you could just walk away. They could part their ways, right? Same way with a marriage. You get married and they know it's death do us part, right? But they still have to reiterate, you know what I'm saying, through sickness and through health, right? So it's nothing wrong with being upfront. Let someone know these is what I require. If you can't meet those expectations, then just kick rocks, right? So I don't see nothing wrong with just telling someone, being vocal instead of wasting time. Where yes, I get it, you got to let somebody like see in the beginning like what they love and all that stuff. But who has time to be wasting? Like I don't see nothing wrong with like, okay, you ain't got to tell nobody that you don't like to be cheated on. Yeah, certain things you feel like you shouldn't have to say, but sometimes you have to. You have to let people know these are your boundaries, right? You cheat on me, I'm gone. So I don't see nothing wrong with on both sides, whether you tell someone or not. I definitely don't see nothing wrong with telling someone something, and if they decide to do it, it don't mean that it's not genuine anymore. Because if if you get with somebody and they like to go to the movies and stuff, right, and you don't like the movies, so if you genuinely care about someone, then it'll become a genuine thing that you would like to do. So I don't see how we get this notion of if someone telling you to do something at that point is not genuine. I don't understand that part.
Okay, so you said no
Yeah,
apples and
can
oranges.
Let
So
me let
hold
Arcus
on one
go real
second.
quick,
yeah.
One
y'all,
second,
because he
Danae,
hasn't
one
been able
second.
to teach
Okay, because I'm ready to put some strawberry and bananas up in there then.
Nah, it's apples and apples,
Um,
Jane, apple and apple.
go ahead, Arkansas.
I would like to agree with what Sean's saying, man. To be honest with you, if I'm giving you the stipulation of what's required, of what I require for you to love me effectively, then it doesn't really matter anything else that you're doing, you know, because I really think it is manipulation for you to receive a well, I think it's manipulation for you to receive things in an attempt to try to appease, because I see those things are something that you may like, but that might not be such thing. Like the whole idea of love language, that's a cheapskate way. You get what I'm saying? Because you might pick one thing, oh, time or touch, or it's all about this. I mean, then you're taking out the whole process of having a relationship, the learning process. You get what I mean? So the whole love language thing is crazy. And for me to sit there and spend time to watch a person and think that they're supposed to be reading my mind, and just because like I may have a thing, like I may sit up there and be having a bad day and talking about something that may be a problem, and you may be a problem fixer. So you go fix the problem. I didn't want you to do that. So now I feel weird because you did that and you thinking that that's love to me. That's not. You get what I'm saying? So that's the problem with people who feel like, well, I should just be observing. That, like you said, that's entitlement. That is entitlement to his finest. I don't have to read minds. Only person that's entitled to that is a person who cannot communicate, which is a child. You feel me? Now, if you're not mature enough to communicate what you want and what you need, then you are wasting time. And time is not yours nor mine. So I'm with Sean on that.
Yeah, I think y'all communicating the wrong things at the wrong time. Because I think overall communicate, but that's a whole other different thing though. Because I think y'all placing the wrong things. Like that's why I put in the comments that love should never be. That should be never compared to a job. That should be something that somebody want to do for you, not just because you're telling them. I guess people just like fake love nowadays. I don't know, whatever. But go ahead, Rachel.
Can I go after Rachel too? I'm sorry.
Go. Yeah, it's
Oh, I just have a quick question for the whole panel. Like, what were y'all doing before love language was introduced?
Love languages. They've
Tell
always been a part of your
I'm like,
relationship. They just put a name on them.
right. Why do you
You
feel
can
like
do
you have to tell people this?
well
She was
because
asking
this is
about
the thing.
colors.
So this is the thing about love languages. People think that love languages is just one thing. It's not. It's five different things, as far as I know, and it's based on what's your top to your least favorite, right? But in all of that, you're doing all of them all the time. You're just doing the one that that person appreciates more than anything else, right? There's nothing wrong with love languages. There's nothing wrong with a person telling you, because there are some things that they should tell you in communication. I believe I don't disagree with Arkansas when he said, you know, you need to tell me what it is because I'm not a mind reader. I agree with that as well. But there are some things that you, as woman to man, you should just be able to recognize within me. Like there are just things that when you're with your person, you recognize. You see, okay, you know what? This person liked when I did this. They didn't have to ask me, because all of us have experienced somebody doing something for us without us having to open our mouths, and it felt really good. That's the observant part. It's not just you observing them and not, you know, asking questions. It's literally, you know, because when you start doing stuff for people just automatically and all the time, that can tend to lead to, oh well, I know they're gonna do it. I know they're gonna do it. I know they're gonna do it. Instead of it
Yeah, that's,
being a heartfelt thing.
you know
So
what,
is
that
it
it
is it
leads to expectation.
Green was waiting to go.
My bad. I just want.
So I'm with my strawberries and bananas, and a banana is actually a berry. So love. Okay, so this is the whole thing when it comes down to people, that if you tell them, if you meet somebody that's a manipulator, they can use that strategically to control, deceive, and exploit people, right? So this is, my mom used to tell me, don't ever tell your right hand what the left hand is doing. You can subtly tell people what you like without saying, this is my love language, right? Because people can exploit that. So love bombing. You tell somebody, I love words of affirmation. You tell them that. Now they go, you fine. Oh, you so sexy. You look so good. And once they hooked you in a relationship, they pull completely back. That's a form of control. Selective giving, right? Intentionally withholding somebody, right? Like physical touch. Now I'm not, when I get upset with you, I'm not going to give you that physical touch anymore. That's manipulation. You know what I'm saying? And acts of service, things of that nature. All those things go hand in hand. You never want to tell somebody exactly who you are. Like I said, the mystery behind people and dating people, getting to know people, unless they are out here like Jeffrey Dahmer, you want to learn the elements and the mystery behind people. Not saying it's wrong for people to do and say certain things, but there are certain conversations that just should not be had. because
Exactly.
you don't know who you're sitting in front of. You're getting to know this person. What if this person wants to control you? Now you have given them the key of how you can control me. I'm telling you exactly what's going to move me and sway me. If you give me words of affirmation, that's going to move me and sway me. That person is sitting there like, oh, all I got to do is tell this person they're beautiful. And they may perceive that as, oh, all of a sudden this person may be insecure. So if I keep love bombing them and love bombing them and love bombing them, I'm going to hook them. So you don't want to give the person everything that you know and everything that's about you. Let them figure it out. You're also learning that person too. You know, both of you, neither one of you know if one is going to manipulate the other. But if it's gift giving, okay, I ain't gonna buy you them shoes if you don't come over here and do like I told you to do. But at first it was just giving you gifts, right? First it was sweet. Now that you're in a whole committed relationship or a marriage with this person, now they dangling those shoes, that pocketbook, paying bills and stuff like that over your head. Don't give
So,
people too much.
wait, before you go, Sean, because I got about to go.
I agree.
But I want to say, this one thing I try to tell people because, boy, I guess I don't know. Maybe because I'm speaking on. I'm not trying to. I am trying to say this somewhere. All right. I don't know. When I started loving myself more, I guess I start appreciating love for being loved because I just love love. I'm a true definition of that. People say they love love and then they be picky with love at the same time. That's why I can't take nobody serious when they start being with this love language thing because I've learned to be appreciating it. So I put it this way, right? Love should never, and I'm sticking with this, and love should never be a job. It's something that's nothing that you should even have to talk about. Like I say, you talk about your boundaries, your respect, and all this other stuff, right? You don't talk about love. That's something that, like I said, but I believe, like I said, I get a lot of people believe that they deserve it. You know what I'm saying? But no, I don't know. I don't deserve anything. I just if you give it to me, I appreciate it. And if that's the only way you can love me, I'm just gonna adjust myself to making sure I be accepted to it. I'm not gonna be picky on how somebody give me love. This the type of society we living in now. You know, we barely even get love ourselves, and then we gonna be picky with it. Well, I don't like it that way. Let me tell y'all how I really like it, and all that other stuff or whatever. I mean, and that's the reason why people stuff fail because they want it a specific way. You know what I'm saying? Love is it's more than five, right? But it's so many different ways people can express love. It's just a lot of people blocked off from actually recognizing it, and that's a eye issue. That's not nobody else. That's an eye issue. If you can't see love in multiple ways, it's simple one or two ways. That's your problem. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of people should not be in relationships. A lot of people shouldn't be doing these things because it's like my thing is how you gonna make it somebody else's job? Boy, you supposed to be doing this if you love me. That's bull. You know what I'm saying? So until we do some more healing and all this other stuff, till we learn how to be accepting of all five of them, and not be there. Go somebody said picky for me. Not being picky on the way I should receive my love because I wanted it a special way. Then we'll get somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So I just can't get with that this is my best suit and this can hit me so well if I get it this way and all that stuff. No, sit in a chair somewhere. This hit me the best. That's crazy. That's crazy. People don't realize nobody is old love, and I'm sticking to that. But I'm like I said, y'all hurting yourselves, or a lot of people hurting themselves. If you think that you old love, nobody on earth has to give you these things. So who's going to give it to you if nobody can?
Well, I'm gonna have to disagree because according to our scripture, you're supposed to love thy neighbor. Everybody deserves love. They don't have to do nothing to get it. So if you want to go to biblical context, you are obligated to love everyone. So I disagree with you on the
They
biblical
don't say a
context.
specific way, do they? Do they say a specific way,
No, no,
or
no,
they
no, no,
just
no,
say
no, no.
love?
Well, we don't go off the word love. You say no one is entitled or deserve love, but the scripture tell us that we are supposed to. Everyone is entitled to love. It don't say how, but it say
You
love.
say
So
we
I'm disagreeing
supposed
with
to do.
you.
That's two different things. You saying what God wants us to obey versus what who deserve. What we already know what we really deserve is hell. If it wasn't for Jesus, if we want to go to
Yeah, I don't
Scripture.
deserve no damn hell. You
But
on your own
But
on that one.
if you think that you died on the cross and gave yourself to heaven, then that's you then. But I know overall, all of us are sinners. I literally just had a topic on that.
I agree with that.
So
I
I
agree
have
with
a
that.
question for
all of
you.
us are sinners.
I,
So
but
I can't get a credit to myself and say that I'm going to heaven because of myself. No, I wouldn't say that.
no,
So
I only brought that up because I know once
but
again it's a hold on. Let me say this. It's like biblical people, right? Because I know some people who believe that. So I do believe that we are required to love. It's no one have people don't have to do anything to require or deserve love from their from fellow people. Like you don't have to do anything. Like if you're a biblical person, you are required. That's like one of the greatest
I
commandments.
agree.
You know what I'm saying? So I do believe that you deserve that. Whatever you may be, you deserve, you rightfully own it, whatever the case may be. Yes. But I would say just overall, just the five love languages, I could say that's a form of manipulation also, right? Because you taking the
Yes.
standards of what someone else said and
Yeah.
placing it on someone else. So I still believe that that's a form of manipulation itself because it takes away of the person as an individual. So what you may like in a woman may not be something that I like in a woman. What one woman may like in a man, she may not like in the other man. So to me, I believe that putting onus on the person as an individual. So to me, if someone were to forget the love language, if we just go with requirements, boundaries, whatever the case may be, I think we so caught up on the word, the love language. If someone has standards, like I'm not saying what y'all saying is wrong, but it seems as if y'all saying there's different ways of love language, then I don't think that I'm hearing all you guys talk about the bad part of expressing and telling someone up front. But I'm not hearing the positive side of you telling someone up front and you giving them the choice of like, okay, this is what I want to do to show that I want to be with this person. I don't believe at that point it can't be genuine because someone had to tell you to do something. Just because someone tell you to do something don't mean that it's not genuine, because if you genuinely care for someone, then you would make that a habit. So it was nothing. Okay, let's go with marriage, right? There's nothing natural about a man just saying, oh, I want to get married, I want to get on one knee and propose. Someone told you that, right? So if you love that woman, your ass gonna get on one knee and you're gonna propose. If you love that woman, you're gonna give her the wedding that she want. Not saying every man just want to do that shit just off the rip, but if you love someone, then everything that they love, if they love something, you should love it also, right? So then it will become genuine right off the rip.
Yeah, I got 15 minutes, y'all, though, but dang, we gotta. Yeah, I got 15 minutes though. But who was
Can
going next?
I
I'm
just
thinking.
wanted to say.
Arkansas.
Oh, sorry.
You know my baby. No, my baby going to get all that.
No,
My baby.
no, I just wanted to
Uh,
say one thing to what Sean said about deserving because the Bible told us to love. I wouldn't say that that means that we're deserving of it because
Right.
we're not even deserving of God's love, right? But just because he told us to love doesn't it's not
That's why
necessarily
I was trying to, but I was trying to leave it alone because I see. But
yeah.
I was gonna say that's two different
but
things he was saying though. But
but you know
whatever.
what though? This is the one thing when I say when you sit up there and you say things about love such as it's not a job. Love is a job because love is choosing to love that person. Or I mean, bro, you struggle. Everybody struggle to even love the things that they do or
I
the
don't.
things that make them them. You get what I'm saying? Like sometimes you be looking at some stuff that you did and be like, bro, I know I should have been better than that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's you know that you are. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes it's a choice. Just like it's always gonna be a choice for somebody to love you. It's always gonna be a choice. It's that's the beauty of love. All in that's the whole point. It's not because I'm entitled to it. It's because you chose me. You get what I'm saying? You chose to do this for me. And I'm appreciative of it. That's what it is. Appreciation for a person choosing to love me because guess what? It's always a choice. I might love my kids. And my way of showing my kids that I love them is taking care of them, making sure they have everything that they need. Do I actually want to do that some days? No, I don't. But guess what? I still choose to show that because it's a requirement. And it's not because they entitled to it. It's because that's what I choose. You get what I mean?
Okay.
I just want to say, y'all that's in here, don't forget to follow the host and tap the live and share. I mean, we're only going to be here for a little bit, but make sure you follow the host.
Throw yourself in there too, baby.
And Sean, follow Sean, say that too.
Throw your fan base too, if they even have it.
Oh, you were talking about fan base. Also, there's an app that we also host on. It's called Fanbase. I'm gonna put it in the chat. You can follow me and my baby Kev. Yeah, it's the same name, Rachel Jean Pierre, and then laugh.
Is that like OnlyFans?
What the?
Oh Lord.
Wow, I came in and everybody dropped. Is it me?
No, it's about to because I'm about to get off in about a couple minutes anyways.
All right, how you doing, Kev?
I'm good. How you been? You been all right?
Yeah, really good. Every day I put my feet on the floor at my age is a good day.
It's like
Um,
gratitude right there.
I don't do too many relationship rooms. I'm not trying to patronize them, Kev, but there's just only certain ones. But for those of you that might not know, I've been married 47 years. I can't even believe that number comes out of my mouth, to my high school sweetheart. And it seems
Mhm.
like yesterday that I was walking her down the aisle. So I think I'm qualified to speak somewhat on relationships, at least ours. I don't give other people advice, but I can tell you about ours and what's worked as long as it's respectful and within bounds. I'm an open book, but love's overrated. I love my wife. I think she loves me, but that isn't enough. You've got to have commitment and integrity and honor and a lot of other qualities that will get you through the hard times. Happiness is overrated. You can't expect your spouse to make you happy. That's not fair. You have to make your own happiness and then hopefully wash that over onto your spouse too. But anyway, let me take a breath for a minute and see what people want to know or not know. I'm here at your pleasure.
Okay, I got something for you. When did you find out about love languages? Was it back in high school? Is that
You know
what
what's
kicked off
funny?
your
I
interest?
saw that prompt, and I'm going to tell you something, Kevin. I don't say this with any hubris. I think it's just a matter of a natural game. I had girlfriends from second grade on. Every year in class, I had a new girlfriend. I had a girlfriend when I met my wife in high school. I dumped her because I knew as soon as I met my wife now that I was done. I was sold. That would be the last one. And so I've never had any issue with love languages. I just seem to have qualities that appealed to the ladies. I didn't even know it. I'll give you one of them, for example, and I still have it. It's unpredictability. They like that. They like that they couldn't figure out quite what I was going to do next. It was made it exciting for them. So there's just different little qualities that you just tend to have or not have. And so I don't really, I've read the love language book, but I didn't really know how to apply that to my wife.
Teach.
She,
Teach.
my wife
Show
speaks, my wife speaks a different language than I do anyway. I tell people I speak two languages, English and wife. And because she uses words differently than I do. Like I learned a long time ago that if she says fine, it doesn't mean fine. It means you better sit down and find out what's wrong. So they use the same words we use as men, but they use them in completely different ways. So if you're smart, you start to catch on. But I'll tell you what, brother, she's still a mystery to me.
Teach. Show them how to. Let's show how to get these 40 something years. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't have to talk about. You love me
I
this
want to
way, and I
chime
love
in
you. Go ahead, Leah.
real quick after, because I've been holding out and I'm at work, so I've been having to do some talking, but I've been
Oh, okay,
listening, I've been
Leah.
keeping quiet. Hi. Give me a minute. I'm doing something, but I'll let you continue. But, I'm going to come back just a quick sec. I'm staying,
You
but
better
let me
come back
finish up
before
something
10
real
minutes
quick.
because I'm shut down in 10 minutes. You better come back quick.
Well,
Where do you work,
try to
Leah?
make it quick.
You
I
can
just
tell us.
think, no, it's not really towards him, but I just think that unfortunately I couldn't really talk the way I would have liked to because my supervisor was in my face. But I really hated the fact that that lady was basically trying to say to women have low expectations of men. She was making my stomach turn tables. Oh my gosh, I was getting gas bubbles because she was literally telling women, you shouldn't always expect good things. I wanted to say, I have a homegirl who she tells me this guy literally brings her flowers on every date. He works two jobs and still make it a point to make time for her and bring her flowers. And then he said, I notice you always get your hair done on every day, so this time it's on me. She told me how much money she gave him. It was amazing. She said every time she goes on a date, the dates are amazing. And on top of that, she's struggling to choose over him or an attorney who thinks that he is entitled because of his status. And so she's struggling to choose somebody. off of character, but being taken on dates, honey, that are brag worthy. Cause I'm just cheesing from ear to ear. I'm not hearing about no dating and no walk in the park, or she's not telling me, oh my gosh, she's struggling to choose which one is going to really continue to love. She said that, and one of them, he has good work ethic. She could tell he really puts in work. He has motivation. He has drive, and he's doing it, and he's responsible. I can't stand a woman who thinks she's married to tell other women to lower their expectations, because why have them so high? Why do you think men should aim high for you? What are you? Excuse me. Any woman that sets high standards for herself, that means you cannot just access her and treat her any kind of way you would like
Well,
to. That's a
well,
great
Leah,
thing.
let me say this, Leah. Let me say this.
And
You
men
going
like
you
a
Use this
chase,
wisely.
by the way.
going. So let me say this though, cause I don't. Yeah, it's a reason. Well, I'm gonna put it this way. It's the reason why she's married. But I'm gonna say I
Yeah,
don't think
but
she
a
meant it. I
pick
don't
me
think
could
she
be
meant it
married,
that way.
honey. A pick me,
Yeah,
sweetheart, can be married.
yeah.
You guys love
But she
those.
making it work
You
though.
love
She making it
those.
work, and
She's
and
making
like
it
I
work,
said,
but
yeah.
she's
But
making it work for her.
but look,
Good,
you're
good.
single and she's
But
married, so that's the
listen, but how do
but
you know what I am?
yeah, okay, whatever it is. But my thing is,
Sweetheart,
everybody,
how do you know what I
I
am?
believe a lot of people understood what she said. I think
But
you said, and I
wait a
couldn't tell.
minute. Let me ask you,
Look, I couldn't
why is
tell that
single?
from
Why
that
is single? But why is single supposed to be a death
boy,
sentence to you?
boy.
Why are you? I didn't say boy. I said why are you trying to insult me by saying I'm single
You just
though?
sound
Why do
like
you
you was
think that's
trying
an
to.
insult?
I'm just okay. All
Why do
right.
you think that's an insult? Was
Did
that
I say it
supposed
was
to
an
hurt
insult?
me?
Did I say okay? Cool. I don't know. You must was hurt because you the way. All right. I'm trying to. All I'm saying is
No, I'm
that
not hurt.
Leah,
overall,
can you
this
I
is
just want to
what.
know, why would you use that to try to hurt
Okay,
me?
cool, cool. I must was wrong. Cool, right. So I'm gonna say this real quick though. That y- she wasn't. I knew that's what you was feeling some type of way because of what she said though. But I couldn't even tell if you was on her team or not. In 1 minute you sound like you was a fan of her. The next minute I don't know what was going on. You was confusing me.
I was being,
Um,
and I know you. Some people's brains could not catch on to what I
She
was
was
probably
being
trying to say. I
sarcastic. I
was
caught on to that.
very sarcastic,
well,
very,
okay, so that
very
makes sense why you in the
sarcastic.
predicament you in now though. So all right, so
But
that's
how
what
do you
I'm
know
getting
what
to is that
predicament I'm in?
whatever
How
it
do you
is,
know?
it just gonna
But
make sense. I'll put
how?
it that way. I'm just gonna say
How
it
do you?
makes sense.
But why would you assume it's negative?
I didn't
Why?
say anything. I just said it
But
makes
you
sense why
want it
you're in
to
the
be.
predicament you're
You
I
in
just
want it
now.
want to
to
That's
hear
all
what
I'm
be.
Kevin
saying.
has to say. Can we just let
What if
Kev
I'm in a great
respond?
situation? What if I'm
Can I
not
go?
single? What if I am single and I'm still in a
Hey,
great situation?
Yeah, can
Why
we
do I
just
have to be
let
in a
Kev
bad
respond?
situation?
hey,
Yeah.
what you
No,
said,
anyway,
Rachel?
Kev was trying to respond and he didn't get a chance to respond to her.
Hey,
But now,
Leah,
like
can
I
you
said,
pick up the phone where your
I
supervisor can
do,
hear me?
I do agree because that's like I said, it's a reason why she's married, right? Because it women is that's why they're single. A lot of them single, right? Because I didn't say you were single, but I said it's a reason why a lot of them single because their expectation is too high. And then what you're saying, you making it seem like a lot of women is you gonna keep them single. If they gotta be any more higher than it is already, they gonna stay single. So if it's a married woman giving advice about a lot of these women's standards and all this stuff is too high for their own dang on self, maybe somebody need to listen to that. So you was asking why is a married woman saying, and I'm like, well, she's married for a reason. And that's all I'm getting to about that though. So I don't get how anybody can be offended by that unless they single or unless they not or they hurting the situation that they in. I don't know, but it just didn't make no sense. I'm like, it's the reason why she's been married for 20 something years because she realized what's going on. A lot of people be asking for too much more than they even worth. And that's all I'm about to say, man.
Hey,
Um,
Hey,
Leah, can you pick
the
up the
reason
also,
I
phone where
think,
your supervisor can hear me?
oh
damn it.
Lord, oh,
Hey, the reason I would say I understand where she was coming from is because I do believe that the true nature of how men think about women is when they have daughters, right? And every man that I know that have a daughter have them set their expectations high as hell for men. So if we don't really believe that, we should stop teaching our daughters that. Every man I know that have a daughter have them set their expectations high as hell for men.
Babe, you was about to go? I think you was about to go.
Hey, Leah, can you put your phone up where your supervisor can hear me?
I don't know. I was just about to say, like,
I'm
okay,
listening.
yeah, it was just the example of your friend who has two gentlemen to pick from. Why is it so difficult for her to pick that guy who is? I mean, it sounds like, I mean, you're saying he's such an amazing guy. Like, what's the problem? The expectations.
And by the way, attorneys, I have a number of attorney friends, but they're trained to lie.
Right. That's also the goes back on the love language thing, like using it to manipulate, right? Your love language is gift giving. That man just want to get you. I don't know for how long they trying to get you, but that woman was married.
Is there a positive side of telling? Now I want to know from you and Kale. Is there a positive side of? Because we keep hearing the bad side of it, right? Is there a positive side of telling someone what you expect and what your do's and don'ts up front? Is there a positive side to that?
The thing is, that young lady who that guy is just giving her stuff, she probably didn't even have to say anything. That's just the
Well,
type of guy he probably is.
well, I'm gonna be honest. I do believe that.
I thought you was
I,
gonna give
I,
me.
I,
I thought you gonna let me answer too. Dang.
no, you and her on the same page. You and her on the same page.
No,
I
no,
know.
I'm not. Because I was gonna say
No,
something
but
way different. No, I was gonna say something way different because you just said because
right.
like I said, and I think that's how I know you ain't hear what I was saying though because I literally saying all I'm saying it's nothing wrong with having setting and communicating things. I'm just saying when it comes to love, I think you throwing love in there where that should not be a thing you communicate. That's something that you're supposed to be grateful when you get it. That's something that should not have to be communicated. So that's where the wrong part is telling somebody. And then, I'm against that because society made that seem like that's so. Telling somebody how to love you, I'm against that for sure, and I'm standing on that. You should never have to tell somebody how to. You gotta get these things to yourself. That sounds like an internal issue if you gotta tell somebody how to love you.
But
So
I will
okay.
I'm
say,
sticking with that.
I
So
buy my wife little gifts all the
I
time.
ain't never in my life had to tell anybody how to love me. They just love me. I'm not about to tell my mama how to love me. I'm not about to tell my dad or my daughter or none of them.
no,
Why I gotta
okay.
be different when we get in a relationship? I gotta
No,
tell you how to love me.
I'm not saying you have to completely tell someone how to love you. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like it's the like small things. Like I know for me, I don't have the same mindset as a lot of men, right? I don't. I try not to be like I told you before. I don't want to be a robot. I
I
don't want to think
apologize.
like
I have
most
to
men.
drop. Thanks, Kev.
Oh, I
Appreciate
told
you.
you, I told you that I don't want to think like most people think. I want to be my own man, right? So when I do come across somebody, I'm gonna have they're gonna treat it for the most part. They're gonna treat me how most typical men want to be treated, and I have a different way of how I see life and how I see relationships. So I would have to be upfront from the rip, right? Now that don't mean I'm gonna tell you everything. I want to see what you're capable of, like how you move right off the rip, right? Because I might not have to tell you anything, but I do know in relationships women are good at they could tell you what they like and you're supposed to take notes of that, right? And then you go get it later on. So somebody could be like, well, why she gotta tell you what she like women do it all the time. They just do it like a sort of little hints and shit, right? And then most men pick up on it. You heard what the other guy that's married 47 years, he said that. Now in my opinion, I believe that's bad communication. If you go to any therapist, they would tell you uh expecting someone to meet your expectations without telling them or conveying that message, that's a horrible way of communicating. So if you say okay or I'm fine and your fine don't mean you fine, then that's a bad way of communicating if you ask me. So that's not a healthy way of communicating when you're not really communicating exactly what you want. You're saying the opposite of what you act. That to me, that's backwards as hell.
Yeah, love should be a need, not a want. But I think you just sparked something that came in my mind that it's really a rap now. Now you made me think about that deep. Like we don't question nobody else but our significant other of how to love us. We I noticed that is some crazy stuff. We don't tell our mama how to do it. We don't tell our dad. We don't tell our son, our daughter. We never tell them, and we can accept it. But when it comes to our significant other, all of a sudden we picky. I like it this way, and that is crazy. The more I keep thinking about that, and I thought about this today. It's a rap now. Now I thought some new ammo that I'm about to use against people is over. I thank y'all for this conversation.
Also, come off the goddamn mute. You talking about being there texting and shit.
All right, she's lucky, man, because I gotta get off this thing,
Man,
man. She always want to
so
come at the last minute, man.
man.
Hey, hold on. You didn't answer that question earlier though, Kev.
What's
Now I
Hmm.
that?
want to know if we're going to talk about all this love language and manipulative tactics, right?
Yes.
So when most men say they want respect over love, is that manipulation?
Yep.
Go-
The way they use it, yeah, most
Okay,
definitely.
cool. Okay, okay. So
Yeah.
you stand firm on both sides.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't have nothing
Yep.
to say.
Yep.
Hmm.
They don't even know what it is when they get it anyway. That's why that's bull.
Dang. When we doing a part 2? Hi guys.
Right, you
Yeah, we
mad
might
at
have to do this
her?
Saturday because I'm about to do the other part, the other thing with the victim thing tomorrow. So I'll just rotate both
What
these.
time do you be getting on now? Because I was like,
I got on.
Thursday, like 8 or 9,
okay,
right?
8 or 9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So tomorrow you get on, y'all get on at 8 or 9 too?
No, probably earlier. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
okay.
on way earlier because I'm off
Cool.
tomorrow.
I should be at home chilling, so I should be
Yeah.
I should be able to catch you.
Don't be trying to. No, you seen that invitation? You stop everything.
Hey, and Kev, I do
Apologize.
believe that people don't really tell their parents how to love because we are taught as kids you're not supposed to question your parents or express it. But when we get older, we realize that the way that our parents may have loved us is not the correct way.
That's a
We'll see
reach.
that. Say what?
Right?
That's a reach. That's
Oh
a hell
no,
of a reach.
No, 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 no.
my
Hold on,
baby's
hold on.
so good. We
Wait,
ain't now. We about
wait,
to double
wait,
team. That's
wait.
all I'm saying.
Now, hold on. Now I'm gonna say y'all are close-minded, right? Because you see a lot of people who. I'm gonna be honest. When you start getting around people who like I didn't my mom wasn't an affectionate woman whatsoever, right? But I thought that was normal. I really thought that was normal because I had nothing to compare it to until I started getting older and I started hanging around people who had their mother and father in the home and they had loving parents. And to me, I was like, damn, I didn't have this. So one day I sat there and talked to my mom. And then I realized when I see my grandmother how she interact with her kids and my mom, she's not an affectionate person. She don't really say that she love you. She pretty much just go by actions, right? She don't really give words of anything, right? So I realized my mom only had she was only able to do what she was able, like what she got from her mom. So I'm saying that's like a generational thing that she passed down. So I'm not saying she didn't do her best, but I did in that moment. I felt like I was always missing something, but I really couldn't put the pieces together until I got older. So when I have kids, I know not to do those things with my kids. But some people say that's reaching, but to me, it's not.
Yeah, the whole point is that you're willing way more to accept whatever way your parents love you over your significant other. That's just always been a fact. It always been like that. And you, because you love your parents so much, you be like,
I'm not
well,
sleeping with my parents. What the hell?
so
That's
you still
different.
missing the point. On it's like you missing it on purpose from this point. My thing is love. Love is love. I don't know why you gotta have this lust behind it and all this extra stuff because it's your significant other. If they love you, they love you. That's all it is, and you willing to accept it. It's just you get picky with the person you sleeping with, which is BS. That's messed up.
No, you should get picky with the person you sleeping
Of
with
course
because
you
you
gonna
can't
do
just
that.
Exactly.
be out here. You can't just be out here not being picky because then people gonna be telling you to pick better. So you have to be
And
picky.
that's why
Otherwise,
people gonna
everything is
Or
gonna
stay.
vet
fall
better.
on you.
And that's why
Hey,
people gonna
or vet
stay.
better.
And that's
Or
why
vet
people
better.
go.
And if people stay single, it's not a death sentence. It's actually
Oh,
a
yeah, right.
peaceful thing.
Exactly. Until you
So
learn how to
it's
give
so none
yourself
of
these
this none
things,
of
you
this
wouldn't be
is
having.
wrong. And I wish guys would really just be honest and say the reason why we really complain about women with standards is because they're just too high. We can't
You
we
still
can't reach
stuck
them. We
on
don't
that?
want to.
But
You
No, but
still
I'm
hurt
not
our
stuck.
feelings?
I'm
we're
not
talking
Hey,
stuck.
about
I'm not
picky
stuck.
about
I'm not stuck.
love. We're talking about picky
But
about
they
love.
don't
You talking about like it's sounding
they
really
don't love like the way
materialistic.
we
Yeah, that's
love. That's
completely
It
the
keeps
issue.
different.
That's
you
the
sounding
went right
really
issue.
back to that.
They
materialistic.
don't love. Not one man loves the way a woman loves. Not one man. He
Oh
will
my
not
That's
love
probably a
god.
good
you the
thing.
way and if he does love you, it's not gonna be the way that we want it to be. That is
It sounds
exactly
like you
why
haven't
they
met
like to
a
say
man
they we
that
live in fairy tale land or
loves
something.
you.
Oh my god.
Huh?
Okay. No, I mean just because you haven't stumbled upon a man that actually showed you true love doesn't mean that
Oh
it's
no,
gonna.
I have, but I'm not
Well,
going
then
to
you
sit here
wouldn't
and
be on here
dismount him.
complaining, girl.
I've
Ain't
stumbled
no way.
across a man to show me
Okay,
some
but
kind, something he think is
oh,
love, something he think
you
is
talk
love.
okay, so you're
But
not
the
talking
thing
about the real
is,
thing then.
men don't value love the way we do, and they value it through their hard work. They value it through their income.
That's what they do.
Okay, but
If they're
if you
not
always
generous with you,
receive
they don't love you, period. They will tell you whatever they want to tell you
The
to get
men
you
you
not to
came
get it.
across, the men you came across did not love you.
But it's not about men I come across. These, like, I promise you, if I was a guy, I would love to not spend any money on a girl if I really didn't want to. If I really didn't want to, I would convince you you are independent. You don't need my money. Why we got to do all that? If I really didn't want to, I would really make you feel bad for wanting anything of value, because I don't want to give it to you. I want to give it to somebody else who I think is worth it. I want to marry someday. I just want to play with you a little bit. Why I got to take you anywhere or do anything? If I do, I'm gonna make you feel bad for it. I'm gonna call you a gold digger. I'm gonna make you say, yeah, because I want you to just love me. I don't want you to ask me for
Look,
nothing, honey.
Leah, if you
So
met a
yeah,
man, right? Listen,
look, honey.
okay,
I
can I
met all
just say
kind of men,
something?
all
I'm just saying,
kind.
if you met the man that loved, you would not.
I swear I have a
that
ball.
men
I
do
wish I
not
did have
love
a
like
penis.
women. Yeah, we're human beings. Like we all have the capability to love the same way.
Yes.
No, that's the problem.
Oh my
Alright,
God.
Ma'am, do
girl.
you
Well,
know? Do you know there was a
okay, then don't
story?
find somebody
There
to
was
love
a
you.
story about a guy, right? Let me tell you something. There was a story about a guy. He liked this girl. He was 20 years old. He thought this girl was so beautiful. You'd have thought he wanted to love her. That man called her to a room. Yes, she was one of those. He was looking up a how to unalive somebody. He was looking that up before he met her. And yes, he made her think that they was going to do whatever, whatever. She came up missing. A woman went on a date because she thought, oh, this man loves her because he was sending her money. They met on Facebook dating. And she thought there was going to be some love there in the future. No, ma'am. They will unalive you for you thinking that this is about love. This is not about love.
Right.
But it's okay if you think that, sweetheart. It's okay. Any guy I do date, though, let me tell you something. Any guy I do date, any guy that does come my way that wants to actually get to know me, it's very much I'm looking at the way he treats me. I'm very much looking at it. He can do whatever for me, but it's very much how you treat me and others.
You already have your mind made up
And-
that he could never love you like you love him. So how would that ever even happen?
But the thing is, they're not capable of loving us the way that
Right,
we love
so
them
you
because
will
they don't
never
have
get
those
the
things
love.
in them. It don't mean you
will
won't
never
love.
be loved.
They don't love
true.
the way we do.
Wait, Leah, let's
We
breathe
do.
for a
We
second.
do.
Let's let Leah breathe.
They
Let's
show us
breathe.
in different ways.
Yeah, we love, with a man, if a man don't love you first, then no. If you love him first, then you ain't gonna find no good one. You gotta let that man
Wait,
love
one
you.
more time. Say that
Get to
again.
know, a man has to love you first.
A man has to be into you. Yes, and when he's into you more than you into him, that's when it's a little bit more in the woman's benefit. But when you when you kind of announce that your standards are pretty much in hell, then they love to hear that because it just lets them know I don't have to aim high for you. I don't have to. You don't require all that. But the girl that I am going to pursue, I'm going to do the most for her. They love hearing women speak like that out loud. Manipulators, predators, men are naturally predators. They naturally seek out women to prey upon.
No,
It's in their DNA. You're saying I will lay down because I don't have requirements that are too high for you to reach. And they will complain because they want you to lower them. They will complain.
Well, no, they won't. That's
They're predatory by nature, and it's okay because even the Bible says the man needs to leave the house to go make his own family, make his own, because he's going to try to mix and mingle in here.
That's not.
He might.
Leah,
Where's her boss at?
Because just get it out, please.
Yeah, that's not predatorial. But okay, you want to use? Don't quote the Bible if it's that's not what it's implying.
Facts. We do gotta.
If you weren't predatory, why can't women go jogging at night? Why can't women go jogging at night if men are not predatory?
Sister, first of all, I'm not a predator. That's first and foremost.
I didn't say you were, but I said why can't women go jogging at night?
You just said it. Did you just say it? You directed it towards me.
Did I say it? I'm saying in general. I'm saying in general. Guys can't be predatory.
I can't have no control over what other guys do.
I'm not asking you to patrol or control anything.
Yeah, let
I just want
Austin
women to
know
like really wake up and stop
after that. Then
stop
Riri had said
loudly
it.
saying that your standards are really like not high.
You don't
Like
even know
it's
what your
okay if
standards are.
no, but listen, it's okay if it like for example, and I'm not trying to shame anyone because some things I don't like either. So it's okay if like he doesn't book a trip to New Mexico for your birthday and you don't care about that, right? It's okay. But don't announce it, making it seem like he doesn't have to try to aim high for you, like you're not worth it. Because
A lot
it's
of y'all
just
not worth
making you look
it.
like, huh?
A lot of y'all not worth it. Y'all don't even got. Y'all don't even know if a dude. And you just said earlier, right? You said something about even when he said show love, right? I can feel what Black saying on that, right? But a lot of y'all so dang on her, y'all wouldn't even be able to recognize love. So that's that.
It's not about being hurt.
Oh
It's
my
not about being
gosh,
hurt. I'm
dang!
not
I
I'm
think
not
that's
trying to
one
say it's
thing you
about
need to fix is how to communicate. Because if you talk like this in a relationship, you're gonna be stuck for a minute. My gosh, you don't
That's
even listen for a
uh
couple seconds. You just
well, I'm already in a relationship and they love how I talk, honey, so
what
I
the
don't know about
freak,
you
bro?
though.
I don't know how the
So
heck they do that, boy. They must be going through torture. 'Cause that sounds so
anyway,
one sided then, because you don't really have a conversation. That's crazy.
well, you
Yeah,
know, they tend to talk to me a lot. So I mean, anyway.
cool.
So
Hey,
I just think
why
that
you sound
women
like
should
you
not
still hurt then?
announce.
How you hurt with
My
somebody?
lord, I'm not hurt. Thank you.
Boy, you
I'm
sound
just
hurt.
saying that women should not. I'm not hurt. I'm just thinking that women should not announce loudly that men do not have to aim too high because you're literally just letting them know it's
Why you
easy
worried
to
about them
assess
women?
you. I'm exactly. Why are you bothered that
Why
I'm
you worried
worried
about
about it?
them
Why are you
single
bothered?
women?
But why are you bothered? Why are you
You worried
bothered?
about them
Why are
single
you
women if
bothered?
you not
Wait,
Why
single.
hold
are
on, hold on.
you bothered?
That's
Why are
the
you bothered?
host. That's the host.
Go
Hold
ahead
on,
and
hold
say
on.
why you bothered
So
though. Go
do
ahead
you
and
get
say it because you're making it
That's the
hard.
host.
Dang my
That's the
gosh, I
host.
know
Hold on,
she.
hold on.
Ain't no way she's
Calm
taking.
down.
That's crazy. But go ahead.
And
I think
if
Austin, you
I
was
am
about to
single, I'm
go.
living my best life too. Like,
What?
oh
You don't
my
even know what
God.
you are. You're not convincing me anymore.
But
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, if I was, I'll be happy too. Like I'm happy already. I'm just a happy honey person, honey.
Okay.
Shoot,
Okay.
what's funny?
So you with a man that can't love you right now.
But that's
I'm not with a man who can't. All right, we're not doing that.
I'm just asking a question. I just
Anyway,
asking you a
next
question.
question.
No, I'm just
Yeah,
asking you a
next
question. I
question.
mean,
That ain't no question.
why is not a
That is not
question?
no question.
Okay.
Anyway, I hope she got my point. I'm not trying to embarrass. I'm not trying to like talk shit or be mean or anything like that. I'm just letting you know it's not. I don't think it's a good idea to announce that
it's a great
men
idea.
don't have to do too much or
Who
whatever.
said that? Who
Just
said that?
quiet about it. Because my friend did not say to this guy, "You have to bring me flowers on every
That's why
date."
she's still
She did not
single.
say to this man, "No, she's juggling two successful men." Thank you.
Yeah,
She's
because she
trying to
don't know
figure
what
out
she
which one
wants.
she's gonna go with.
She's never
And they
satisfied.
are impressing her. And they are impressing her. And she's
Yeah.
not telling them what they have to do, but she's making
So
herself
her route is
available
not
to a
working.
certain demographic.
Her route is not working, obviously, right?
How do you know it's not working? Why
You
are you
just
trying
got
to
done
talk
crying about your
smack?
friend on
Are
here,
you
and you talking about
jealous? Are
how's
you
I'm
jealous?
jealous? Jealous about what?
So why are you trying to talk negative? Why is that like a thrill for you?
Gosh, bro, ain't you one that's crying about your friend that can't find no man? That's crazy.
I'm not crying. My friend who can't find
What the heck? You
no
gonna
one
split
is
up for
crying
y'all?
over any man these days, by the way.
Of
Little
course
do you
not.
know.
You crying with a man? That don't make sense.
That's actually
But
frowned upon if you are. It's looked down upon. Like you're crying over a man when there's
oh
like
my
20
god,
million. When there's
all
20
right.
million.
Twin, I thought you was about to say something. Where you at, man? I thought you was coming in on teacup having some. Boy.
Well, she keeps unmuting herself. Like you won't let anyone else speak.
This is
Right.
all your fault, Kev. You should have left this topic on fan
Yeah, they're
base, man.
supposed to impress you until they get some cookies. That's if they ever get it, Rachel. That's the
No,
point. They're not
I'm talking
supposed to
about this
think that
even
it's
more
this
now. It's
easy.
over. I
All it
love it.
takes is one thing.
Leah,
I
I
love it.
Ain't that
understand what you're
manipulation?
saying. It's just that you're not giving like me a
You
chance.
don't. They don't even know if they'll ever get the cookies. You just gotta let them think they are.
Yeah, I didn't even finish talking and you jumped. Like
I can't even do
it's
it.
hard to have a conversation with you. Like some of the stuff you're saying, I understand. I'm just trying to have a conversation. So if we want to have a conversation, we can do that. But if you're just gonna be jumping in, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amen.
But if that man's bringing that woman flowers, isn't that some sort of manipulation?
No, he's trying to impress her. He's trying to make a good impression. That's what that's called. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with dating, like how to really date and properly date. But when I was growing up, I did used to
No,
also
you ain't
see
wrong.
that as a form of dating. Watching Sister when she went on her date, that's the first time I've seen a guy
Oh,
come to her house and come in a limo at that. So that's the standard for me. Like, oh, that's what happens when you date. Cool. I want to go on a date. That's what motivates me. Not no damn pick up in a putt. Let's go to Burger King and just focus on the fact that I love you.
I just
No,
wonder why. I wonder why people look at certain things, videos, shows, and think that they fit the script. Just
I
because.
don't know why people think that they
I'm
should
sorry.
not or
hold on,
don't
hold
fit
I'm
on.
this.
sorry, Leah.
I
I'm actually
give her a
talking.
chance.
Okay, it's
But I
decorum.
don't understand why
Okay, when
people
I'm
think they
talking
should.
though, you supposed to not talk. I thought that was like I thought that was like basis
But
level.
why are your standards low?
Basis. Oh, Jesus. You know what's interesting? When people say I have the highest standards, my high standards are so high. I'm
But
not gonna
you
stop.
don't think that people
Can
are
I
worthy of that.
talk? Are
Why?
you okay? Are you all right?
But why don't you
Are
think
you
people?
okay? I don't think. Why would you ask a question without me being done talking?
All right, go ahead,
That's
cause I can. But go
crazy.
ahead, girl.
That's wild.
Just go on, girl.
No, you don't get to tell me to go on. You get to just be quiet.
You were talking,
You
so
get
go
to just
ahead.
be quiet,
Proceed.
Leah. Thank you. Oh my God. Whew. Dang.
Only on my life.
That's payback. That's payback for muting me on your live a couple of months ago.
Sean
I'm
enjoying
gonna say
this.
you must have paid her real
Sean
good. 'Cause,
enjoying
like,
this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's payback also, yeah,
yeah.
for muting me on your live.
He
I ain't
said
forget about that, man.
whenever she starts talking. That is wow. Anyway, I forgot what I was trying to say. Dang it. It's interesting when people say they have these high standards, yet haven't met the person to meet their standards. It's crazy. I don't even understand that. How your high standards so high nobody's even trying to even touch to reach them. Who has
This
reached
isn't this isn't referencing me,
Oh
correct?
my.
Correct. You're not.
Hey,
Nobody's talking to
hey,
me, right?
I'm gonna
Leah.
be messy for a second. It sounds like you referencing you. I'm gonna be honest.
You know what it sound like? It sound like I'm talking. It sound like I don't even know this girl from Adam. It sound like how can I reference somebody I don't even know? But I am using your point. So are we on the same page now? I'm using your point. I don't know what standards you have. They sound like trash. I don't know what they are. I'm just saying. So what I'm saying is this: when you have the audacity to look at something like, oh, this woman got that. I deserve that too. You don't even know what that woman is or how she even got what she got. You may not even fit the script to even get that. So that's why a lot of people are. That's why a lot of women are delusional because they sit there and think because they saw some other woman get something that they fit the script to get it. While you sitting here waiting 10 years to get the same thing that you saw 10 years ago, thinking you're gonna get it, you're not gonna get it. You know why you're not gonna get it? Because you don't fit it. Because you don't reach. You don't have the standards that is allowing you to have that. So if you unmute again, that means you believe that for yourself because I'm not talking to you. I'm speaking in general about the concepts that you're using. I don't know you. So stop making it about you. Unless it fits you, then go home and talk about it with yourself and figure it out. And hopefully you get what you're looking for. Leah.
Well, I feel like somebody might be bothered because they
Oh,
think
I
that they
am.
don't
Look,
fit the
I don't have a
script,
problem with saying
and
I'm
that's
bothered. You know
fine
why
if
I'm
you
bothered?
think.
You know why I'm
If
bothered is
anybody thinks
because
that,
let me tell you why I'm bothered because you're over the age of 18 and you don't know how to be quiet. That's why I'm
honey, I'm
bothered.
not under the age of
Yes,
18.
I
But
said
if
you're over. See, don't you know how to listen? You're over the age. You can't even listen.
hard to listen
You
to
just
a woman with no
talk.
standards.
You just talk, ma'am.
Don't know how to do that. Are
You
we
just
having a
talk.
conversation?
I don't want to talk to you. I just want you to be
You don't
quiet.
have to talk.
I want you to be quiet.
You don't have to talk to me,
I don't
but
even want
I'll
to talk to
talk.
you. No, I know you can talk. Clearly, we get
You
that
don't
part.
have to talk to
We
me, but I'll
understand. Well, then
talk.
don't talk to me. How is that
Okay,
gonna make
I
sense?
won't talk to you. Fine, cool.
Okay, good. So just stay mute. Okay, so anyway, like I was saying, when you guys are trying to look at videos
I
and
think
shows
overall, okay, I'll
and
wait till you're done.
Miss Leah, please,
think
please.
that you're gonna fit the script of what you see and you don't even fit the standard, that's delusional. That's all I'm saying. That is delusional. And then people have, like I'm gonna say it again, people have these wannabe high standards, and you think that you're above a woman that you don't even know, but you think you're above other women because you have these delusional standards that no one is even trying to meet. That's the crazy part. How do you have standards that no one even cares to meet? You have standards and ain't done no inner work, ain't done nothing to even deserve the standard that you think that you put yourself at. So you're delusional. Anyone who thinks like that, you're delusional. So you can call anybody else low standards. Oh, you're married, but your standards are low, blah, blah, blah. And you, wherever you at, doing whatever you doing, still hoping and wishing for somebody to meet those standards. They ain't never gonna reach. Why? Because you don't fit the standards. And that's all I'm trying to say.
Right. Thank you for being done. Now, anybody who pursues any woman out there, I hope women don't listen to her women like her, and I hope they think that they are worth it and that they are fit the script. Because if a man is dying to get beside you, if he is crossing the room for you, if he's bringing you flowers, if he's doing everything to impress you, you are worth it. You are supposed to be worth it to him. Yes. You are supposed to get those good things from him. That means he respects you enough to give you things of quality. Women who think they are not worth it are considered pick-me women. They are easy women. They're easily accessible women. They are not respected. And I am not going back and forth with someone whose standards are not mine. That's fine. I am not bashing her, but I do not agree with her.
It's another married woman that you can't get along with.
No, it's fine. Yes. Women like that get married all the time. I have women in my family that were married that think like that.
Once again, you can't understand married women's talking points.
No. I see you got a problem with married women. The way she just said, you think you fit the script to deserve something.
Anybody that's married is considered a pygmy to you. That's the reason why you.
No, it's not anybody that's married. Honey, Shira 7 is married, okay, to a great man. She is not a pygmy. I love that woman. Okay. So no, not any woman. It's women that talk like this. That's what makes the woman not a good woman.
That talk like
now
what?
she's trying to tell women you don't fit the. Hold on. Please. You're trying to tell women you don't fit the script to have this, and that. I don't know who programmed you to think and talk that way, but that's not your place to talk that way about another woman's standards.
It's my place.
Just like it's not my place to tell you your standards are crap.
Oh, you already did.
If I was a dude, I'd love to.
Leah, do you listen to yourself? You literally just told me that without me even telling you what they were. You already said that they're trash. Did you not listen to your own self? You don't even know what you're saying. And just like you said,
I mute me and keep her talking.
Only about one person.
Let's just give you a break until you can actually be quiet. So really quickly,
well, you already know that's not achievable. She would have done it by now. People
and that's the thing. But it's the thing.
And everybody on the panel has asked her to behave in a more respectful, decent manner. All you're doing is proving exactly why possibly you're not married right now. Who's going to deal with all that venom? Nobody wants truth with venom in it. All you get out of it, what did chemistry class teach you? A negative and a positive is a negative. I'm not going to judge her off of one conversation, but one conversation has definitely shown that I wouldn't want to have too many more with you.
I mean,
I'm sorry. Hi, how are you? I'm sorry. I had to jump that in. It's like double Dutch. I'm watching all of you struggle to talk to this one individual.
No,
it is a battle. Seriously. I'd like to thank you all for the maturity, but I don't know. Wow, that's a lot of patience. Like you have to exercise. You ever notice yourself having to exercise the patience you have with a 2-year-old, with a 41-year-old?
Yeah.
Like what the fuck is this?
I teach us every day, and I still be struggling. I'll be trying.
That felt like a military battle. Like you guys were like grenade after grenade, and you kept just stepping on. Thank you for your service. For the past 45 minutes, that's what I wanted to come on and say. Thank you for your service.
I just wanted to say,
Jesus Christ.
I just wanted to say to my baby Kev, thank you for picking me and taking me off these miserable streets.
Amen. Thank you.
I don't want to be like that one.
Look, you follow the wrong street, you're gonna be ourselves.
All right, I forgot y'all consider pygmies, so yeah.
I
couldn't be happier.
I mean, facts.
Crazy. Like, how do you say that and don't even know what you're saying? Like, this is the thing too. When she kept saying the fact that how did she say it? It's where the guy, when he took the girl out on a date, but he was actually just playing with her. But then you use the same thing to say, yeah, so if a man show wine and dine you, that means he's really about you. So which one is it? Is he not?
No, that means he has to eat at the end of the day, and he may not want to do it at the table alone.
That's what I'm saying. So you can't go off of like, well, he treats me like this in the beginning. He treats me like that. You just literally said, because a lot of dudes who treat women good, guess where some of those women are? Floating in a river. So what does that mean? What is your point? What is your point? That's why you get manipulated. It's crazy.
You know what? It's that whole thing. It's about perception. If I'm looking at this, if I'm looking at the at a 9 at the top of the 9, it looks like a 9. If you're looking at it at the bottom, it looks like a 6. It's for perception. I
Let me
worked at
know when y'all ready
UPS.
for a headache again.
Oh no, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean to be a headache. It was just an
No,
analogy.
not you.
I'm
No,
sorry.
no, you cool. You
No,
cool. I was just
you
saying
good.
for the real headache. I'm about to bring her back up in a minute.
Oh, she be all right. She all right with me. I mean, she ain't talking. She was just talking out the side of her
We got
neck
it.
on
So
both
make sure y'all
sides.
all got your points out before we even do this. We
I
gotta
just
Well,
hope.
make
I just need her to
I
stop
mean, if you guys want to
interrupting.
entertain a toddler, I mean, I don't really think that's necessary to have the conversation. I mean,
And
put
we
that
got a
bitch in a
couple minutes
timeout.
to entertain a toddler.
Yeah, just turn your mic down.
Baby,
For real.
wanna bye bye.
Oh, hey, bud.
Y'all see
Like,
what that's my baby. Y'all see when
He said,
what?
baby, wanna bye bye is correct.
not the mama, not the mama.
Y'all know y'all just started some stuff because she come up here. It's not.
And
She
that's
come
why
back.
y'all picked me anyway.
Yep.
I wouldn't
You
have. I would.
miserable, sad little.
Oh, dude, no man here
You
having
gotta
no
love
problem
that when
saying
people
that,
change things around to fit there. You
ignorant.
gotta love it, man. You got to like instead of admitting that don't it's the opposite way. So they want to say the people that's actually happy with themselves are miserable, and the ones that's miserable act like they happy with themselves. You ever notice that though? And that
Yeah.
just be crazy though. My brother Wolf in the building, man. I love you, man. You been all right, man. I've
Man,
been
I'm
going through some things in my life too, though. That's why I can most definitely understand. I was looking at your posts and stuff, man, and like I said, I've been praying for you.
Maybe she's not
I
herself when she's
appreciate it.
hungry. She needed a Snickers.
Look, bro, man, what you got started up in here this time,
Nothing something I'm about to talk about on Saturday again.
man. I mean, like, hey,
Yeah.
listen, what's going on? I mean, like, I'm listening. Well, like I always say, man, you know what I'm saying? Peace and love to the ladies, and I say strength and honor to the man that's up here. You know how I get down. And
And push it back to you tenfold, brother.
thank you very
Always.
much, my sister. Appreciate it. I'm just listening to how, you know, how she was sounding, and I'm like, okay, man, this is. I mean, like, she's disruptive in her own self, so
Now
she's,
you caught it.
you know, yeah, she's very disruptive. Who fought it? What? Anyway, she disruptive within herself. You know what I'm saying? And you know, she just couldn't deal with the fact how, you know, Alter, you know, my sister down there was just speaking. She's not, you know, she's not mentally correct in her head. She's not mentally um well put together in those aspects. And it's it's very disturbing, you know, and she's wondering, like the sister said, like Imperial said, we know why she's not married, you know. And it's tough because some women like her, they don't even understand themselves. They don't even hear themselves when they don't even hear themselves when they speak, because they're speaking from other people talking points. They're speaking from other type of influences. Those are the type of women who are like literally led by other women who feel exactly the way that she feels, highly influenced by others. Some, like, they don't have minds to think for themselves. They want to fit in a mold. They want to fit in exactly what the other women are saying, and they don't want to feel left out. So they just follow whoever's saying whatever and think that is right. They can't think for themselves, man, and it's really sad. And this is the reason why um, some men are just choosing not to deal with women anymore. And I find it very like sad. And I don't even go live like that. I haven't been live or in lives in a long time. And it's basically because the nonsense, the disconnection, and the hatred that they have now towards anything that's productive. If it's positive, they don't like it at all, period. That it's not even, it doesn't work for them. If it doesn't give them drama, if it doesn't, stimulate them in a disruptive way, they don't want it. And then not only so, and the Kev, and the bad thing about it is they don't want it if it's not bad, and they don't want it if it's good. So they're just pretty much doing it the way it go.
Yeah.
You
You
know what I'm
confined
saying?
yourself to a mental jail.
No, I mean like just literally just go in a room, sit down, figure out what you want to eat, and just just go to sleep after that because there's no helping or trying to get women like her in that particular area to try to even understand or listen to anything, fam. So I mean like it's just really sad, man. Really sad.
Hey, I want to say this too though, real quick. Why I got a lot of y'all in here, right? I need y'all. I really because a lot of y'all already follow me. But I want y'all to follow my boo on the top left corner. Because we do lives on fan base, so we kind of alternated. That's why y'all be seeing me over here during the Monday through Thursday. Because we do fan base over there. Some of y'all is already, some of them are already over. Like Shine is over there, Sweet is over there, Alter, Warlock over there. I think Poet came over there every now and then though. But yeah, follow if y'all new in here. Follow her fan base, and you can follow her regular page too. Even though she don't be live on here like that, she only just come to my room because that's my baby. I gotta keep but
Had to
no,
drop
but
that
like
brag.
really like follow because it's and also I gotta throw in there that it's a black owned app. We trying to get that app popping for real. And a lot of us, we can we make it like because she do like a everything black camp. You know what I'm saying? We talk about a lot of black issues. We do she do another camp called uh bridging the gap, which is like men and women how they communicate and trying to get us to be able to understand one another. And that's why she gives some days where it be all man panel and sometimes it be a all woman panel, and we just take the time to listen to each other and try to see where everybody's coming from so we can better bridge the gap. I love it because man, she's so freaking smart. Man, I got lucky, y'all. But also,
I'm blushing and he ain't
but
even talking to
but
me. He's like, go sis.
Right? You
Get them flowers. Get them
but
flowers, sis. Now that's how you get them flowers. There you go.
hey, that's my baby for real,
That's
man. I
my
feel.
flowers. He
That's
gives
my
me
baby. That's
every
my
day.
baby. Man, that's what you gotta take.
But yeah,
Congratulations, Kev.
yeah.
I tell you too, little bro, man. Congratulations, man. I'm
Oh
proud.
yeah,
You know what I'm
appreciate
saying? It's a blessing that from the man himself, from the man upstairs. To whoever believe each its own, but for me, it's a blessing from God that you found someone that understands you, or the both of you trying to get to understand each other, or on that same wavelength of wanting to know each other, not just for you being with her and her being with you, but
it.
the connection of each other, and it's a beautiful thing. And the best part about that is that there are some women out there that are on that page. There are some men that's out there that's on that page. And all you have to do is just stay on that path, and
Yes.
it will happen. It will come together, man. Little bro, man, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for your girl. I'm really happy for y'all. So if anybody got anything else to say about that, man, go ahead and send them my way. I slap people for fun. So go ahead and send them my way, bro. You already know.
I appreciate you, man. You already know I appreciate you, and I appreciate it more when I see you on Facebook. Cause TT over there too. Kanashi, she been over there for the past couple of days. She seen how her room is. I know she likes some good things. Then Archer start coming over there. She been over there a couple times too. Um, but yeah, like I said, just make a fan base, and then we'll show you how to use it from there. Gonna look in the audio rooms, and then we try to keep that boy pop. We trying to spread out for real, and then our ultimate goal, we gonna try to do like a YouTube to either together or so. It really don't matter though. But we just trying to get our YouTube popping right afterwards though. But we is planning on trying to do eventually something together though, because we working in this as a team. Because we both care about people. You know what I'm saying? We care about a lot of things. We came in with a selfless type mindset. I found it like it was just very ironic because I didn't even know she do live. And I was like,
Right.
wow. I was like, dang, that made it even more perfect. You know what I'm saying? And it showed like, and then I seen that she was into. I mean, it's so many things that made me attracted to her though. And then it's a boy, but
No.
yeah, I got lucky.
Hey,
I
Kev,
mean,
I want this is
this
what I
guy.
this is what I
Yeah.
want to say right now. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I gotta say this. As a
Go ahead.
man, you know what I'm saying? Me and you, we men, you've been my brother since this app, since we popped off on here.
Mm-hmm.
I want y'all to understand, everybody on the panel. Listen to him when he's talking. Kev is not just talking, he's talking with a smile. He's talking with his heart right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can hear that, man. That feels good to know that the connections is still can be made and the connections are still there. That's what we try to push. We try to push the understandings of each other so that we can grow just like this. And Kev is good right now. I'm good with my brother right now. I'm happy for him and Rachel. I'm happy for y'all 100%. Just keep growing with each
1000%.
other and keep learning each other. That's how you're going to make it. You're going to make it by learning and trying to understand each other. Because Kev, you already know we talked about it a long time ago. All it takes is just just that little bit of, okay, at least you're trying to understand me. What you want to go eat now? You know what we talked about. If we make it really simple, it is nothing complicated behind that. So, man, I wish you the best, man. Any information, any advice you need, if you need any, you know what I'm saying. If you want to talk about anything, man, that the ways to help the both of you grow, I am with it 100%. All you got to do is call me, and I'm there.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. You already know. Appreciate you, man. But yeah, we got things. Like I said, if for even for the new people, like I said, if y'all have not known, get a fan, make a fan base, and that's where we go to the first from Monday to Thursday. We go over there, and then y'all will see me like from Thursday to the weekend for the most part. And we're gonna keep alternating it that way. But like I said, these conversations, both of them is useful conversations. And I'm dang near 100% sure y'all gonna like her lives too, how she do it, and she give everybody, a chance to talk, just like I do though. And then she asks very good questions and stuff too. Like I said, check her out. It's the same name, all that. But
You answered my question.
go ahead.
No, I
Oh, you
said
say all
thank
right.
you. Yeah,
Oh,
thank
okay.
you for because I love it for y'all. I'm so excited for just invite me to the wedding.
You stop that.
Just invite me to the wedding. That's all I ask. Just invite me to the wedding.
We'll all
I'm
be
coming to
electric sliding up
Detroit
in
or
that bitch.
Georgia. I'm coming to either one. Nah, but I'm happy for y'all, man. I'm just gonna, give y'all some flowers, man. I appreciate you, Kev. I mean, I know where you come from, bro. I know where you been at, and to see you the way you are now, bro. I'm just so excited to know that what I'm saying, love do exist. You know what I mean? I know me and you've been rocking from since you came into the live with Keith and Gigi. We've been
Yep,
rocking
yep.
ever since,
Hmm.
man. You know what I mean? And I just love the fact that you love the way that I love.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And seeing you happy, man, you just don't know how that makes my heart feel to see another brother that is in love with a true woman, a true queen, indeed. You know what I mean? That I'm glad you took off the market, kid. I'm glad you took her off the market. She took you off the market. I'm just excited. So I ain't gonna go no farther with that. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm excited.
Yeah. I appreciate I appreciate you, man.
You know, all of the comments that you guys have to say about my baby Kev just speaks to the man that he is. And I am just so blessed to have you, baby.
It's wonderful when you hear other people speaking life into your choice. Like, yes,
Yeah.
there goes my baby. Like, yes.
That's
Hey,
our
why that's our
song.
song we be
That's
singing?
our song.
My
Not
ESP kicked
speaking
in.
life
That's how
into
I
your
feel it.
choice. Like,
Well, Martin say, we here. We here. We
is
got
this
it.
your
We
first
got
time up
that.
here in Pearl?
Yep.
My
Oh,
bad, y'all. I done
welcome
used my
home.
I
y'all.
desperately just needed to say something positive.
I'm
I'm
gonna
like, no,
find you.
she not like us. She ain't speaking for all of us. I needed to make sure I made that abundantly clear.
I
We will
love
not
that.
be endorsing that ignorance tonight.
I
Amen.
done,
Like
I'm
you.
I done used
sorry.
y'all last minutes on my love fest and stuff. My bad, y'all. I just thought about this. So
Hey, let
we
me
will.
give some advice to Leah, right? Is she in the audience, right?
I'm
You
sorry.
got two, you got two good rounds with Kev. After that, you're gonna get upset because he ain't gonna back down. Okay, he stand firm on his beliefs. You get your 2 rounds, and if you see he ain't backing down, just shut the hell up and let him talk.
Like I
Where'd she
said,
hear? Was she here?
she had some good points, but if you're just dousing them in venom, it's not gonna come through the same way it would. You came through like a wrecking ball of unorganized thoughts, not knowledge based. I
Yeah,
couldn't even find anything positive about what you were saying because you were too busy belittling another woman that you probably don't know. She's this and she's that, and women are this and women are that. You were making sweeping, condescending, ignorant statements and then expecting other people to not have a response. You're not nobody's required to respond to a statement. But once you make that statement, it represents you, and you're talking about representing me. No, I'm gonna ask the request to say no. Not everybody has disorganized thoughts like that. And when and if you do, don't get mad when somebody decides to dismantle your ignorance. You can't even let
yeah,
somebody finish a sentence to respond. How strong are you in your point?
yeah.
Like this
I
is
knew
not
she
you
wasn't gonna
you
last
you didn't
long with
go to
that.
debate class. You just get to talk so long because people just don't know how to shut you the fuck up. You don't make sense. Just nobody wants to make you be quiet. Nobody's kind of they like, oh, I'm gonna protect my peace. You can just keep talking. That's what you do with a
Yeah, we were
2-year-old
just
in a tantrum.
entertaining it. Yeah, that
Right.
you just
Oh, I like
we were
her.
just entertaining that though. We were just cause we been could have let her go though. We just entertaining it. That's all.
Yeah, I give you 2 good rounds, Kev. Once I see you ain't budging, I just mute the hell up.
It's that Dion Cole energy. Well,
I really just came to say they lying. You ain't none of that. No, I'm just playing. What's up, Kev?
That's a fact. That's a fact, Jay. You called me. You called me, Jay. What's up, Jay?
What's
You
up,
been all right?
Kev?
I ain't
What's
seen you in
up,
a
one
while,
line?
man.
What's up, C? What's up, all y'all, man? What's up, man? All the
Yeah.
people in the building.
you,
Okay.
you
Yes.
came. I want to tell you, you ain't shit.
Yeah, he
I don't care
ain't
what they
shit. No, I'm
said.
just playing, man. Hey, since I've been following Kevin, I've been following Kev for a long time. He been the same way since day one.
That's so funny.
No cap.
Switching up. Okay.
She's, I said what I said. They
It was
don't know
too
you like I
mushy. It
know you.
was too mushy in this hole. You know what I mean? You gotta lighten it up a little bit. God damn.
Well, that was bro with the sexy voice, and albeit
Who is
praise is
that?
due to the love. And I was like, ooh, swoon. Okay. I'm not even that in Timor. He
Not
had calmed me all the way down. Like, listen. I'm
What's
listening,
up,
King.
Nisha?
Oh my god.
Like that you could submit to. Listen. Okay. Oh, okay.
No, ain't it something about when they don't even raise their voice at you and you just already know to shut the fuck up? Like, yep, this is not the time. I'm gonna go on by my business.
Right.
This is not the time.
Some things got adjusted in your day, and I don't want to try to adjust them. I'll just meet you at a later time. You right. You need to get some air cigar 4 for 4, and we can talk about this later.
Hi, Sergi. Where you been?
Sergi.
Well, I appreciate your input. Pro lady, like we needed that. Just want you to know we needed that.
There's a right and a wrong way to go about making your point. And once you make your point, if you actually had any investment in liking, to go back and forth, you do it like a true panelist. You don't wait for your turn to speak. You actually try to process what's being given to you. You're not trying to disprove it. That's why, debate in true form. I was on a debate. You take turns, resolve. You make your point. Then you sit down, shut the hell up, and let somebody else make their point. Nobody says that you can't have a rebuttal, but how you do it really just goes to form of, did you really process the information that your opponent, said? And if it's a conversation, why are we opponents in the first place? She went to battle this evening, and there was no reason to go to battle this evening. It was a difference of opinion. That's not the enemy. And she's somewhere seething probably. They just didn't understand me. They didn't know what the fuck they was talking about. They was just ignorant, and that wasn't a real woman, and all these other things that make excuses when it's you're the one that's not sewn into a positive direction to make sure that you feel so strongly in your point that you can have it challenged. You know, when somebody's breaking down your walls of stupidity and your cuddly facade, that's when you go to an attack. That's when you feel like you have to defend your stupidity because you stood on it and stood in it, and other people have allowed you to for so long. Nobody's interested in trying to pull you out. You just gonna stay, like he said, stuck where you are. You get you a plate of food and you sit down and you just keep replaying those same dark, desolate, unthoughtful ways and wonder why people don't care for your company. Nothing wrong with being hurt. But when you just want to bring, misery and, on other people, then yeah, that's going to be a problem. Nobody's going to want to be okay with conversating with you in such a way.
Sweetest, what's up, man? I seen you trying to slip
Hey,
in.
hey. Yeah. You know, I think a lot. As the observer, she sounded like she was in the parking lot and didn't understand what was happening when you get inside the club. So everything. So, when you put that in the being of a wife, right? You're speaking from outside of that position. So maybe you don't want that. And that's okay. But you did exactly what you told her that she was doing, which is wrong. Like you telling her what she can't do, but you doing what she doing, which I think is weird. So stop manipulating people with love languages. People ask really weird questions and they kind of reveal themselves, and a lot of people are out here auditing people. They're approaching from the wrong angle. And the way that I effectively use love languages is paying attention to the person in front of me, because I do think that love is subjective and objective at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
It is
Yeah, we
happening
haven't got to
at
that one
the
yet.
same time. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to jump.
Yeah, it
I
was
love the
deep.
love. I love the love.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm gonna do this again Saturday, because we haven't got to that one or the other one, because that's the one I feel like is gonna get deep at, that little subjective one. Oh yeah, it's gonna get deep. I can't wait.
But to
But
be
yeah,
frank though, like I think if you are mature and you realize that you're not meshing well and you're not speaking the same language, I think you have a responsibility to yourself to just exit, because there are rules to engagement, and I do understand that the difficulties of men and women are the fact that we have opposite or opposing views. We don't have the same positioning looking at life. So I think it's my responsibility, right, to try my best to not be the opposite view and shift. If you make me uncomfortable, to shift my positioning to see your perspective, and I'm listening for understanding. Like it's like she hit it on the head. Like there's actually an order, because an argument is going to come when we have opposite views, opposing views. But if I'm just sitting at the opposite side and I agree, it's going to take me a minute to shift, especially if I see you're not budging.
Mm-hmm.
And this is when you be quiet. Okay, what I'm trying is not working. And I do think the 3 strike is a fair thing. Okay, tried it once. All right, try it again. Okay, let me just observe. I think it's the responsible thing to do is to remove yourself if you see that you're not getting anywhere, because you don't want to cause damage. They might not be for you, and that's okay. But to label them a bad person because you don't put in enough effort, because that's really what it is. Like you already out the game. You mean you ain't marriage quality because you a quitter. And a sore loser.
Put it out there then.
Well, there's a difference between quitting and walking away from something. It's just like, that's why some people, and this is why I say you don't generalize. Some people, that ride or die attitude, that's good with the right partner. Other than that, you just busy riding. They just busy riding all over your face, and you just steady dying behind, the lack of what you're not getting in the relationship. Or it's just like no different than, you're in the wrong relationship, and it's no different than being addicted to a drug. You're chasing that original high that person gave you, and you don't even really process, well, why are they not giving me that same high? So you double and triple down, but at some point the 3 strikes should definitely be in effect. I'm just sitting here riding, and this person's riding over my face, and I'm just sitting here dying behind them, and I'm not making any progress. I'm looking different, like physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, financially. We're not hitting 4 out of 5 of those, and the ones that we're not hitting, I didn't hit the 3 strike mark with that too. Like, we're not talking about it. You're telling me I'm crazy. You hit those narcissistic people where it's like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. You're crazy, or why are you bringing this up? And I like where we are, and it just goes back and forth where you really do have to ask and answer. It's like you do have to study the person, but you don't have to stalk study the person. Like, okay, I'm doing this so I can win you over, and then all I have to do is do these things on a checklist. Like, I'd like to know who you are and how you are, so I can see if we're going to be compatible. Not because I'm going to use that information of intimacy against you. Uh-oh, did I fuck up? Everybody quiet.
No, you know what they say.
I was letting that
You know
settle
what
in my
they
spirit.
say.
I'm like,
When
okay,
you hear
I'm getting ready to
when
get
you hear
quiet.
the
It's so
truth, it
quiet.
ain't too much you can say behind that shit.
I'm like, ooh, I'm getting ready to go. This shit finna go off, and I'm just listening. Be like, oh, I'm on the DJ page now. Oh, I guess they didn't agree. Well, like, well, at least they let me finish. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you need to. Yeah, you need to make sure y'all are following Kev if you're not following him, so he can come live tomorrow. Cause you're gonna be over here tomorrow, right? Or being based.
Shoot, with a voice like that, I'll do whatever the fuck you say. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That's my.
Shit.
I call it the manipulative voice.
I call it the
Right there.
shit. I call it GPS. Left turn. Whatever you say, baby.
The next minute you get cussed out. Like, hold on, what the heck?
Please calm down.
Hold you accountable, mother. You thought the sweet voice was doing it.
Well, see, I
I
ain't
be
gonna
trying
lie. I
to.
like that sweet voice, but I wouldn't want her to say the death line. I just think it's funny how in that voice I still wouldn't find it funny. So,
Oh my.
I still think I'm gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, man. That's some I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I have 5 minutes with you guys.
Not the countdown.
I said I did the light voice like my Twitter would have considered would have turned it to you.
Someone hit my feelings too much. Also
Yeah,
done.
you have to let us down lightly and shit.
Lightly.
Right.
I'm sorry, guys, that I have.
No, now you don't have to do that. You can let Rachel talk for you now. You're good. You good.
You're like, I'm gonna let my better half go on ahead now. She's gonna
Bring
leave
the whole
to
chest
lead the
out on
charge.
y'all. Get
Sick of mama. She like, I got it.
Y'all don't want to hear my sleepy voice.
You know what? Since you're the most positive couple right now, what is your best love language?
Right.
All of them.
Okay. There's
I'm
not
saying
okay,
all at the
so there's
same
not a
time.
number one, because like I said it in the comments. I would ask my partner, do they believe in love languages, and then from what's most important to what's least important, how do they label them?
Yeah, that's the thing. We don't operate in that way of thinking, I guess. Yeah, it was kind of unspoken. We love out loud. We love without conditions. It's very easy. We're very appreciative. Yeah, there's just I don't know. The possibilities are endless with our love.
Okay, you said something that I was thinking when y'all was having the conversation earlier about when y'all was talking about the topic a little bit. And you said y'all love unconditionally. What is the basics of loving unconditionally?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Snaps.
It's loving someone even when you're it's choosing to love every single day, every single moment. It's loving them even when you're not happy with them. It it
Mm.
it doesn't matter what they do. You love, like, you already love them, so there's nothing they can do for you not to, especially show love. Like, even if he were to do something bad, I'm still gonna feed him because I can.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I mean,
You ain't gonna bring my boy a slice of
because I'm
bread
not.
when y'all have
Yeah,
a
I'm not
harmony, right?
petty. I'm not
I
petty
am
like that.
pissed as hell.
Yeah, I think
What you want on
unconditional
the
love.
fries?
You can't
Oh,
be
your best
petty.
friend back, y'all. But I ain't gonna let it up.
Wait, she's back. Oh
She's
Lord,
back too.
not us ending our 3 minutes with her. No way.
Okay, let Jay talk to her.
I just want to come back and say, yeah, sham. She gonna hit
I
us with
would
the
say,
James
I would
Brown
also
mugshot.
say, somebody who asked that question, I say it's even more
Amen.
simple. Or
I
just,
did, Kev.
so to
Yeah.
make it simple, loving someone for who they are and not for what they do for you. That's
There
how.
you go. That's
Yeah.
it.
That means you're
So
committed
that
to
mean
me.
I,
You're
that mean I'm gonna
committed.
love you even if you fart in your sleep.
Hello.
He be trying to get me to do that.
Wait, get you to do that?
We were talking about that
Hey,
last
look,
night.
you ain't gotta pretend like some of these dudes be like, oh, my girl can't fart. That's crazy to me,
That's
but yeah,
literally
Right.
I'm
what
still
he
gonna love
Right.
you.
keeps. He
Yep.
trying to
Yep.
force
See.
me.
I'm
There's more
still
room
gonna love
out
you,
than
even though
in.
that shit's
Always
fake.
remember that.
Man, you ain't about to be no girly girl. You ain't gotta be no girly girl to me. But I don't like you no more.
You feel me? Like, come on, now.
There
That
you
girl
go,
walking
girl.
around. Look, she walking around with cramps all day trying to
Knew
get
you
you to
had that
love
in
her
you.
and shit.
Like, girl, you had baked beans for dinner. Just let it go. It's fine.
She walking around talking about, oh, my stomach just hurts so bad. Knowing she holding the fart from 4 days ago because y'all
Good
been together.
boy,
Right.
tearing herself up,
They
sounding
they in the
crazy.
bed. She like, don't squeeze me too hard. Wait.
Bloop.
Let's cuddle the other way. I'll spoon you.
Every two
Don't
seconds,
squeeze
she
me.
Oh,
gotta go
that's gonna
pee.
be a horrible spoon. That'll be
Right.
crazy.
Don't squeeze me.
Hey, every 2 seconds, she gotta go pee, and you hear the toilet flushing consecutively 3 times.
Right.
Hey,
I'm running up
it's
my
a
water
fart,
bill, girl.
right? Whole
That's
time.
Whole time you letting them loose in that bitch.
Like,
turn that sink off. Just be yourself.
That's it. That's loving
And
me
boot out of
unconditionally.
boot
Don't
it,
talk
girl.
about the
Boot
sink.
out
Don't
of.
talk about the
Crazy.
sink. Leave the sink on. Don't shush.
and
Y'all
that girl,
stupid.
No.
that girl was talking about all of these materialistic things and actions or whatever. I feel like love is so internal that it's kind of like it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter. Like, you could be living in, not as long as you're together. That's what really matters. And like, I feel like people are so consumed with looking good or looking like they are loved,
Mm-hmm.
for the outside world. And it's really, love is
Eve,
very intrinsic.
Eve
It
said
is.
passenger side of the Bentley or the number 2 bus.
It don't
It,
matter.
it
I'm
don't
riding. I'm riding.
right.
That's
It's
my
you.
boo.
It's the person.
Exactly.
If I adore you, I couldn't give a flying fuck what we own, what we own ain't on. We can
Yeah.
damn near be anything underneath hitchhiking because that's just a little dangerous. We about that move. There's nothing that you can
That's
have.
dangerous. Too funny as shit, right?
Yeah. You ever
I
been with
mean, we
someone?
gonna if they try to come at us, we beating their ass and leaving them on the side of the road. Okay, we got a car, but I'm just saying in general,
We either I'm gonna say
I'm
it like this:
riding.
we
I'm
rolling,
riding.
we trolling, we doing time, or we doing crime. What we doing? What
We
we
Whoa,
doing?
came
whoa,
in.
That was
whoa,
actually
whoa,
that was the funniest
We
whoa.
thing.
came in.
That
We came
that
in
actually
getting
happened.
wild.
I
We
got
gonna show
arrested
some
with a
shenanigans.
boyfriend.
Crime. Hold on
I
now.
got arrested with a boyfriend in the car. He had
See, look.
and we sitting on the. I remember this. This is the father of my child. We sitting on the bench, handcuffed, laughing and giggling. We're teenagers. We just came from work. They pulled us over. There was a tail light out. They took me. They took him, and I said, "You ain't taking him without taking me." And so they took my ass too. So I guess that didn't work out. So sometimes riding will get you a ride. It'll get you a
That's right.
brand new
Yep.
ride. It'll get
And
you a
was he
red
in there?
and blue ride. But I'm still not regretting it. You ain't taking no black man I'm with. And this is the last time I saw him and I let the police take him. No, fuck that. They took us. And we
That's right.
laughing and giggling on the bench. And the lady came by in the room. Y'all got to settle down. Cause it was just funny as hell. You off a
I,
UPS shift,
I,
4 hours of hard work. And we just, yeah, ain't nothing else to do but laugh. But we did it together. We got in
Oh,
that
I'm
trouble
sorry,
together. We
y'all.
got
I was
out
gonna
together.
let y'all do your outros, but we way past it now, so we can't do an outro. So what I'm gonna do is an outro. I'm gonna say, I will be doing this topic again on Saturday, but tomorrow I'm gonna talk about that the victim thing again because we didn't get through all those questions either though. So today and tomorrow, tomorrow will be the victim thing. Why can we stop playing something? I forgot how that went. And then we're gonna talk about this love thing again on Saturday. So we go through the them other two. But I appreciate all y'all. I'm gonna see y'all around town.
Y'all
You
too.
know.
All right, Kev, man.
All right, and I appreciate all you. And like I said, y'all, and for the people that's new in here, make a fan base because I'm gonna be over my boo page Monday through Thursday. We gonna be over there talking. So make a fan base, black on thing that's trying to pick up. We trying to make it pick up as big as TikTok type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So and then she gonna host her very good conversations, man. Bridging the gap, you gonna love it. Men and women get to know each other and bridge this gap together. And then also everything black. So we can mention all our issues as black people, what we need to work on and focus on and what we need to do to grow. All right. Appreciate y'all. I will see y'all around. I love all y'all. Every last one of
Well,
y'all.
love back. Pleasure to meet you all.
Love
Thank
you
you.
Hey,
too,
peace,
bro.
Kev. Peace,
My good
y'all.
sister, Rachel. Y'all be
Yes.
blessed.
Stay out of
Thank you
handcuffs.
so much for all your warm wishes, guys.
Yes, most definitely. I care.
All right, man. I'll see y'all in tomorrow.
All right, bro.
This nigga sleep.